So they're checking to make sure that we were live on YouTube, and I can't tell, Lori. We have to work it out. So I have controls over here, and you have controls over there, and we multi-control it.
Yep.
I still don't see it. Hey, Lori, go look to your, look there and see the Go Live button.
Yep.
Push that, even though I clicked on it. No, well, that's, unless it says it'll, huh?
It's streaming. It says that it's streaming. It gives me an option.
Now, why the hell did I get the notice in my email? Those who subscribe to Magic Matt's Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube, they supposedly will get a notice. Or maybe you have to get the notification.
Oh, you get a little bell.
Yeah.
It's a little confusing, it is.
The entire thing is confusing. I never wanted to do it. It was never my idea. But for years, it's like, Matt, put cameras in the bar. Put cameras in there. And now here they are.
Big pain in the ass.
And it's a big pain in the ass. But, it'll be good when we diversify our platforms. It won't be YouTube. Within the next week, 10 days, we will also be on Rumble.
Oh.
And I think that's the place for us because they're not a bunch of sissy commie bastards like YouTube.
Oh.
Rumble is the place for Outlaw Radio to be.
Yeah.
And welcome. Listen, we're a radio show first and foremost.
Yes.
Those who are watching this would certainly be able to decipher that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lori?
Yeah.
Secondly, we are now a TV show.
Oh, boy.
But what am I hearing there? What am I hearing, Mark?
That's me. I'm just looking at
What am I hearing, Dave? Tattoo
It's me.
Dave?
I'm on YouTube just checking.
Oh, my God. Are we there?
Yeah.
Okay.
These guys, put your phones down, man. They're making me
Put
nervous.
the phones down.
Both you freaking guys,
I
man.
just can't take it anymore. I will never be a slave to my phone.
So, though, Matt, our friends...
Lori, I mentioned that, I'll get to that, but I mentioned this to Mark when we were out dive bar hopping, which was not the intention of the night, but my buddy MILT LARSEN, owner, creator of the Magic Castle, had a little spill at 91 years old, hit his head, and he's not dead.
Thank God.
At 91 years old, when you have a spill outside at 104 degrees,
Normally you're done.
aren't you dead?
Yeah.
Not MILT LARSEN.
Thank God.
and to prove that, he'll be on the show today.
Wow.
He has a new
Yay.
book. It's a cool book. And we'll talk about it. The Magic Castle, that legendary, magical prestidigitation hotspot at 7001 Franklin Avenue.
I think he might be an animatron. That's why he doesn't die.
At this point, or so many old fashions, nothing affects him after this many years. So where was I going with this,
You were
Mark?
at a dive bar with
We're talking
Mark.
about Lori and her phone.
Oh, that's right. Yes. I told the story to Mark that years ago, before they ever came up with the swiping thing, and they made it a legitimate thing, and it was simply a dream, Lori and I were watching this demonstration on television, and some dude standing on stage talking about, now you'll just simply be able to swipe on your phone, and that will get you to where you need to go.
Yes.
And Lori made the statement, here's the quote, I will never do that.
I did.
I will never do that.
And now she's the king of it.
Oh, no,
yeah,
the queen of it.
Swiped left on you many times.
Oh, she's more of a slave to her phone than anyone in this 1876 Virginia City, Nevada style bar.
Now, hold on a
But I don't
second.
know about my brother Mart. Mart uses that damn thing constantly.
Not when I'm on the air, but I do. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I do.
I don't. I'm not saying I'm a better person because of it, but I am. I am a better person
Well, you know
because
what?
I don't need this technology. And now Lori is going. Here's the disclaimer: Lori Downey Jr., our beautiful producer, will now say, "Well, it's because of my work, because of my business." No, it's not all work,
It is.
and there's a good 30% that isn't. You're on that damn thing whether you're working or not.
That's not true.
I can say it's all work for
By
me.
the way, Lori is she is a masseuse, and she will visit your home for $28 for every
Oh, wow.
15 minutes.
She'll
Just
swipe
gave a
right.
discount.
Just swipe.
Lori, I can't hear myself. Are you
can't?
sure my mic is up loud enough?
Yes, I hear you.
Why do we go through this every friggin' week? Get down on the phone. It's ponderous, man. Ponderous. You give me the dead dog story, and it's ponderous, man.
See, Matt, that's the whole dating site thing, too. The what's the main big dating
Well,
site?
it's
that came out first?
it's
Tinder?
swipe right or swipe left.
Yeah.
That's Tinder.
Tender. Yeah.
What are you doing, Marty?
Wait a second. Lori knew it right off the bat, didn't she?
Yeah, I've seen her on there before.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen her profile.
That's Tinder.
No.
That's Tinder. I was married to a television star, and now my spousal equivalent is a has-been radio guy.
Wow.
Yeah, date
that?
me. Date me.
Date me. I don't have to do that.
I don't have to do that.
I don't.
Because, see, I'm better than all the other females, and all they have is vagina. I have a brain.
I thought that Tinder was for gay people.
No.
No, it's for everyone.
Yeah.
Well, then
Every-
you know about it. I don't.
Every sexual proclivity. I know about it because of my ex-friend who...
Your ex-friend?
Well, yeah, he got rid of me on Facebook years ago because of my political beliefs. See, I'm on the right. I don't do that to people on the left who are friends. I don't
No.
because I don't need to. I guess I'm not to put too large a point on it, but I'm not that small-minded.
No, they're petulant people.
But anyway, he got rid of me years ago, so I haven't talked to him in quite a few years. But his son, Jake, who is kicking ass, I guess, in the World Series of Poker. Congratulations
Oh, yeah.
to Jake. But he's the one who turned me on to, what were we talking about?
Tinder.
Tinder. Because he was on that thing doing the hookups
Oh, yeah.
like
yeah.
once a day. So hooking up with broads he's never met.
Oh, yeah.
And I got to tell you something. And I don't know if the word is disgusting or the word is nicely done, man.
Yes.
I got to tell you.
Well, no.
If I had that when I was a teenager.
No, those sites are evil.
No, they are evil.
They are evil.
They are. It's a bad idea. It's a stupid idea.
I got rid of them a long time ago.
And as a man, you're asking for it, aren't
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
He raped me.
Oh, yeah.
He pillaged me.
It's a setup.
It is right? Tattoo Dave.
Oh, yeah.
It's a friggin' setup.
And it's called catfishing you, too, which they'll send you photos that are not of them. They'll
Oh,
send,
yeah.
You know, all this stuff. And then you spend $100 on them. And
Well, I'm saying yes, like I know. Mark, I've never participated.
Unfortunately,
There he is.
And I tell you, I got off that
My
crap.
desperate brother, Mart.
No, I was lonely. I'll be honest
Oh,
with you, man.
jeez.
I thought I'd give it a shot, and guess what? That shot didn't pan out.
Yeah, 'cause
and it's a devil's thing. It is evil, man.
If you're willing, willing to have a little
Potluck.
What, Lori?
It's potluck.
Oh, I thought you said hot box. But if you're willing,
I never got any hot box.
if you're willing to do it with any sort of wildebeest or what would you call a man? If you're willing to do it with anyone,
Floppadoodle?
then because I doubt there are some real quality people on there.
Not.
Take Jake for example.
Oh, yeah.
All right, no, I love Jake.
Mark.
God rest his soul, and I think he did well in Las Vegas
Dave's
in the
laughing
World
about that.
Series. Yeah.
Dave almost killed him.
No, I don't want him to. That's right. Dave playing poker here one night. There's a reason why he's playing in the World Series of Poker in Las Vegas, but he is persona non grata. In fact, that's not even true. We didn't stop it. We extended his invitation, but he won't come over because he's afraid that Dave will pummel him again.
Nah, it's all water under the bridge now. We actually spoke. We texted.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
good.
texted him congratulations.
Speaking of the phone, you can't talk anymore. It's all, at least with the CB, you were speaking to each other.
Yeah, man.
God, they don't even exist anymore.
CB?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
I mean, they do, but there's nobody on the road using
Rest
them.
my buddy C.W. McCall, man.
Yeah.
Rest his soul. I love that man. Hey, I saw a movie last night that makes Scary Movie 2 Oscar qualified.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
And Scary Movie 2, I thought was the worst movie I had ever seen in my life until last night, a movie called Epic Movie.
Oh,
I've
God.
seen it.
I've seen it.
Huh?
Yeah.
Unwatchable?
Yeah.
Wait, Mart hesitated.
No, no. But the thing is,
I think you're about to say there are funny parts because
no,
there aren't.
At the beginning, I was like, I'll give it a chance. I'll give it a chance. About 20 minutes in, I had to shy.
It was so bad.
Yeah.
It was the single worst movie I have ever seen in my life. And it's so bad. It's not one of those movies that is so bad so you should watch it because it's so bad. Like, well, for example, one of the greatest bad movies of all time, The Mole People.
Yeah.
And to this day, about 2 weeks later, our buddy who created Airplane, the movie, Zucker, David, still hasn't thanked me for turning him on to Mole People, which means I don't think he's done the due diligence to watch the movie.
Shame on him.
As fodder for his next movie.
Yeah.
Because I do recommend. Mole People, no, there is no Mole People 2, but Mole People
That'd be a
1.
tough one, right?
Mole People 1, starring the dad from Leave It to Beaver.
And John Agar.
And the great John Agar. Mole People. But this movie, epic movie, it is a waste of your time. It is so bad, and those idiot sticks behind it. And Arnold Milchan was a producer on this thing. How did these things get made? Anyone?
It's almost like they have to spend a certain amount of money. Let's just do it.
How do these get made?
I'm sure David Zucker, I'm sure he...
Because could you imagine? David should have been called in to fix it. David would have watched what they had and said, can't fix it, keep your money. It's that bad.
Yeah.
It really is. Because, they did that with Scary Movie 2. And they called in David Zucker, the man who created Airplane. He came in,
and 3
he
kicked ass.
fixed 3 and 4 and made them funny again.
Yeah.
Because 2 is unwatchable, but... compared to Epic Movie, it's an award winner.
There's a hot chick in Epic Movie. There's at least one. That's what kept me watching, I think.
Isn't that blonde? There's a couple of
They put
weird
yeah.
sex.
Man,
over there just
if I had a nickel for every hot chick in this town, meaning Hollywood,
Why,
we're
yeah.
spitting distance from Hollywood. We're here in the San Fernando Valley.
Billionaires.
My God, a dime a dozen, and they are the most insecure.
Oh.
See, that's the funny part. The hotter they are,
worst.
the more insecure they are, and the easier they are. Well,
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it because I don't want to be nasty, especially
true, though.
on a family show, and not the Manson family. Don't say that.
No.
But
What you got to say is you're in the business somehow or some way connected, and you're in, baby, with a lot of these little Hollywood chicks.
the intent was to spend Thursday evening with Milt Larsen, the owner of the Magic Castle.
But he took a spill.
And he took a spill. So I'm attempting, Mark and I are out. I have to run by the Banco, do a little business there, and they're still looking for me. Wearing the mask and the fake gun.
Oh,
Who would have thought?
And by the way, that's not anything to laugh about.
No, that's armed robbery.
But if you can get away with it. The deal is, so I said, Mark, well, okay, we're in this neck of the woods. Head down Burbank Boulevard, and this is San Fernando Valley. For those of you new to Outlaw Radio, we emanate about 12 miles spitting distance from Hollywood, Cali, where all those miscreants live.
So I'm picturing Mark as your getaway driver, and you've got
Oh, yeah.
the blue pack,
Oh, yeah.
the ink over you.
I wouldn't make it out of the parking garage if
Die.
Mark happened to be my getaway driver. No, yeah, we'd end up in the
He'd stop to let the guys in front of him out first.
100% spot on. So I said, well, there's a little bar I haven't been to, and it's probably not a good idea, but since we are heading to Milt's place anyway, and you know that we will be enjoying old fashions tonight, Milt Larsen, creator, proprietor of the Magic Castle, the world-famous Magic Castle in Hollywood, 91 years old. Why don't we see what things might be going on at Ireland's 32?
Oh, boy.
And that is a
I love that
dyed-in-the-wool Irish bar, but
Yeah.
it's not a place you go for a Bloody Mary, and that's what I had a hankering for at about 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Are the same dudes still
Well, I
working?
needed to eat breakfast. What?
Are the same guys still working there at that
Yes,
place?
Alan is still there.
Wow.
I recognized him.
Patrick.
He's a sweetheart. So I ordered and it's a dive bar. Ordered a Bloody Mary, and in an Irish bar, it's really not the thing to order, but that's what I wanted.
Was that like $50?
Well, here's the thing, Lori, and this is sort of the thrust of this conversation. So I ordered that. Mark, all I heard Mark say. What? In fact, I didn't even hear. You know, Mark C.G. Boyer.
Oh yeah.
He will confuse the staff of any great place, any crappy place. He confuses people, and then sometimes he thinks he's in the right, which is I find that I find that really funny.
I know I was
But here's the dealio. So I have the Bloody Mary, and I am charged $10 in a dive bar for not a large Bloody Mary.
Right.
No accoutrements, no pickled anything on the side.
Did you get a celery stick at least?
No accoutrements, no celery, no nothing on the side, but it was a fine Bloody Mary, but not for $10. Then I look over at Mark, and it appears that he is drinking water. And see, I have to put up my hand here for those watching Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube, so Mark won't spill the beans. You know, I have to instead of him just knowing a pregnant pause is good right now. Just shut the f up. Sometimes you should say that to yourself. It should be your mantra.
Yeah, he's the king of give up the ghost.
Yeah. So I think he's drinking water. Well, I think it's the next bar, and so it's $10, but I know this guy. I've known him for years. I give him a $3 tip. Dive bar is costing me $13 total for a Bloody Mary at a dive bar. A Bloody Mary I never would have paid over $4 or $5 for pre-pandemic.
Right.
Pre-pandemic. So we're at the next bar, and I order a Bloody Maria. And by the way, it was a tall glass, one of those tall Pilsner-like glasses.
Yeah.
Where were you?
And it was, what's it? Oh,
Pat's Cocktail.
Yeah. So Dave is my tour guide, but he's not with us. Tattoo Dave, I call him. I said, hey, where's that dive bar close to your place? And you mentioned it, and you said it's a really good place, or it was, or whatever. So it was a place called Pat's Cocktails here in the San Fernando Valley. And the bartender, real nice guy. We walked in, no one there. I said, hello, we'll be your customers. And we sat down, but a good dude. I asked for a Bloody Maria. He did the red salted rim with that crap that, the Mexicans
Tajin.
like. Yeah, I love that stuff.
I do too.
My Mexican brethren, you're on to something.
And didn't he put something else in it that was different?
Oh, yeah. Instead of using simply a Bloody Mary mix, he used what do you throw in the beer?
Clamato.
No. What do you throw in the beer?
Tomato juice.
To make the Michelada. So he had a Michelada mix, and that was delicious. It was delicious.
Yeah. Oh, I know what you're talking
And
about.
that only cost, at this dive bar, $12. That's without tip.
Oh, my
$12. Now, Mark then made the statement. He said, I thought if you order a soda, you'd go, why did I get soda water? Referring back, a non sequitur, right? Referring back to the prior bar where he had ordered a soda.
Ireland's 32.
Well,
Regular soda is what I said.
What does that mean?
A regular soda?
I'll tell you what
As opposed to a diet soda.
I'll tell you what a regular soda is.
Yeah.
Exactly what he received. It's a sparkling water.
Soda.
That's soda.
Yeah.
That's a regular soda.
So I learned
supposed to
something.
know?
That's a regular soda. So he brings this up at the next bar where I'm paying $12. And then it occurs to me, so he's not drinking water at Ireland's. Alan may have charged me, say, $7 or $8 for that Bloody Mary, and then $3 for his stupid soda. But he thinks that mixologists and bartenders are mind readers.
Yeah.
So if you say soda, I said, Mark, what are you? Some guy in a machine that took you back to the 1920s, and you order a soda?
Can I get a soda pop and some ice cream cone? You know what, Mark?
How does he
There's
think?
7-Up. There's Sprite. There's
Somebody help me.
Coca-Cola?
You tell me if I'm out of line.
Okay, Matt.
How on earth could Mark believe that he could order a regular soda and receive a Coke product or not a 7-Up or some sort of carbonated beverage, but he thinks a soda connotes Pepsi or Coke? Am I out of line here, Lori?
Something wrong with you, dude.
Yeah, there's something.
there really
There's
is.
something.
It's just lack of knowledge.
I think he got what he deserved. I think he got what he asked for.
No, I got what I deserved. I overpaid. I paid through the ass at 2 dive bars. And then we end up, well, because I finally, MILT LARSEN, owner and proprietor of the world-famous Magic Castle in Hollywood, California, finally gets me at the second dive bar. And I'm talking to him on the phone. He tells me what happens. He said, Matt, 2 days ago, I was about to call you and tell you that I wasn't doing anything tonight.
Oh.
And I thought maybe we could get together because I had the night free. We'd have the old fashions and talk about showbiz, which is what MILT LARSEN and I do. He said, but instead, he said, I went outside in 104-degree temperature in the alley because he had to measure off, he had to step off something for the Magic Castle. 91, he's still working, man.
Wow.
So he's measuring, and he's a carpenter years ago by trade, also a magician. He's a million things.
Well, Matt, you told me some of the woodwork at the castle is his.
He's a brilliant guy. 91, out there at 104-degree temperature, and measuring something. He was probably on a ladder, knowing MILT.
Probably.
Took a spill, hit his head, was in the hospital for 2 days.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes, which is why we were out then continuing our dive bar hunt. And when we return,
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you about the third dive bar. I'm not missing one, right, Mark? Okay.
Matt, before we go, can I get a soda?
Yeah, may I have a soda? And I remember telling him that night when he told me it was soda, and I did the math in my head. I bet he charged me $3 extra
At least
for the friggin' soda
Why would
water.
he charge for the soda, not for? Would he charge for a Coke?
Oh my
A
God.
Coke back,
Yeah, it would have
no.
been probably the
He's
same.
still-
It
he's
probably
still-
would have been the same.
He's still confused.
Correct.
Anything out of the machine, it's $3.
Yeah.
Right.
Whatever.
But Mark is still stymied by this. He's still
No,
not,
when I
it simply doesn't compute.
No.
I
I
it just
to you. I knew I was
That does
wrong.
not compute. His head right now is jello. It is now gelling up.
Right now?
All right. Got a lot to get to next on the Big Dog Outlaw Radio.
Out on the street, I was talking to a man. He said so much, but there's nothing, man, that I don't understand. You shouldn't worry, I said that ain't no crime. 'Cause if you get it wrong, you'll get it right next time.
listening to OutlawRadioLive.com. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
If I could make a wish, I think I'd pass. Can't think of anything I need. No cigarettes, no sleep, no lights, no sound, nothing to eat, no books to read. Making love with you has left me peaceful, warm and tired. What more could I ask? There's nothing left to be desired. Peace came upon me and then peace me weak. So sleep, silent angel, go to sleep. Sometimes all I need is the air that I breathe and to love you. All I need is the air that I breathe, yes, to love you.
Trapped in a dive bar on the politically incorrect side of the tracks.
Leaning my rifle, dreaming of you.
Radio from the Hollywood fringe. Smoking, drinking, interrupting. Outlaw Radio with Magic Matt Allen.
Leaning my rifle and dreaming of you.
Scratching your audio itch every Saturday.
You know, I remember paying $9 for the first time for a Bloody Mary at the Polo Lounge in the Beverly Hills Hotel. Thinking, son of a bitch, am I getting ripped off? $9 at the Polo Lounge. A few years before that, I paid $9 or $10 at the Oak Bar in Midtown Manhattan at the Plaza Hotel next to Central Park. One of the most beautiful bars in the history of legendary bars, and not a dive bar, but so gorgeous. And Lori Downey Jr. can attest to that, I believe. The Oak Bar in the Plaza.
Yeah, I used to go there all the time.
Yeah, I would go there on a Sunday. That would be my brunch. 2 of those Bloody Marys. They'd slap some shrimp on that, and but even back then, that was $9. But it's the Oak Bar. Right. It is a beautiful place. It's a luxurious place, a place you would expect to spend that, where they will light your cigar with a spill, which is a cedar piece of wood that they will light and then put it underneath your cigar to light. And it's that sort of thing. And you're paying for it, and you understand that.
Same with the Beverly
The old
Hills.
class days.
And like the Beverly Hills Hotel at the Polo Lounge, because their little crudité mix, it's not really crudité, but gorgeous nuts and so on. I mean, they're top notch. And they have guacamole,
Yep.
and it's all on the house.
And far worth it to be there.
Yeah, far worth it, Lori. Far
Far worth it.
What?
far worth it.
Far worth it.
Far worth it.
Far worth it.
That's at Long Island Speakinese. that's something Joe Biden would say.
Wow.
Far worth it. But it is, you know, and if you're looking for that sort of thing, and Lori, I believe, or used to, Lori Downey Jr., our producer, enjoyed a great dive bar.
Oh, yeah.
But also, if I may speak for you, you are also a fan of the Four Seasons or the
I
Ritz
love it.
Carlton.
Absolutely.
And don't we both agree that both of those have their places, and we love both of those?
Oh, yes.
However, at a Four Seasons or a Ritz Carlton or one of these ritzy, incredible bars, and I'm not talking about the dance bars in Hollywood or the place with the pounding friggin', you know, that Euro trashy, crappy music where you're paying $20 because you're there for one reason: you want to hook up.
Yeah.
That's it. Isn't that what the kids are saying? You want to hook up.
I'm talking
So
about-
you'll pay the 20 or 30 bucks for a stinking martini or a Cosmo.
How about Jumbo's
But you won't be able to afford them.
Yeah. So I'm not talking about that, but I'm talking about the really cool, nice bars, and then you have your dive bars. And I am an aficionado, not one to boast, but Magic Matt here on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. And I said my name twice in case you would like to find us on YouTube, because there are imitators, there are fake outlaw radios on stinking YouTube. I promise you, we are the original. I started this stupid concept from an 1876 Virginia City, Nevada style bar 35 friggin' years ago. So if you want to subscribe to our Outlaw Radio, it's Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube. And then please smash that like button. And what else should you
Even
do?
if you hate us, man, it doesn't matter. Just
In fact,
comment.
right down there, comment on your favorite dive bar in your neck of the woods, wherever you happen to be listening. Comment down there. Do something down there, right?
Yeah.
Over here,
It's on that.
right?
This is when YouTube kicked us off.
Huh? No. They like sexy stuff.
Yeah, they like that. They just don't like our
they don't
politics.
like commentary when it comes to conservative commentary.
Right.
No, but you can talk about oral stuff and sexual proclivities and swinger things and
Yeah.
threesomes, foursomes. No, you can do all that on YouTube, commie bastards, and that's why we're taking this show to Rumble. I believe in Rumble, but we're not leaving YouTube. We will allow them to at some point just simply kick us off.
Yeah.
Well, so we're in that bar with the where you're talking to MILT, and we got the most incredible, chips with cheese on it.
Yeah.
That was amazing, wasn't it?
Nachos or something?
Nachos.
It wasn't amazing.
No, it wasn't.
It was simple.
Was it Velveeta?
No, it was 7-Eleven chips with that fake nacho sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at least it was on the house, and they were
Yeah.
trying. And God bless them. They made the effort. And then the third and final, well, sort of, dive bar was the place that Downey Jr., the producer of this esteemed, he chuckles, radio program. That was a B flat.
Yep.
And because I was thinking of
Perfect pitch, though.
our president, I threw up a little in my mouth. And this doesn't even relate to, I can't even say it.
Well, where'd you go?
Do you know how tough it is to say President Biden? Do you know how difficult?
God, man.
There. Just another reason why YouTube right now they're making notes.
Oh, no, Kid Rock,
Yeah.
which I
Okay,
love.
how many weeks left for these idiots? Yeah. I mean, they're going to Rumble anyway, so how many weeks?
They tried to throw Kid Rock off the show, and kids like
Tried to. All they got to do is do
do
it.
it, and they still play his stuff that is.
I
so,
love that Kid Rock. I love him.
Man, oh man.
So
where did you go?
the third Lancers, Lori. Remember we used to hang out and we would be there at least once a week, if not twice a week. Lancers in Burbank.
I remember, but I think everyone we knew then is got to be dead by
They got to
now.
be dead because all of my friends are at least 25 to 30 years older. And many of those folks were hanging out in Lancers at that bar, and it was a great bar. Well, they've remodeled.
Oh, no.
And it's sort of nice and cool, very dark, sort of leopardy, looking.
How about our waitress
booths.
from Palmdale? Is she still there?
None of those friggin' people exist. But there's a biggin behind the bar, and I do mean a biggin. And the first thing I noticed is Mark and I sat down because I'm thinking we'll get an appetizer here. Because all I've had for breakfast and any sort of edible product in this entire day is a Bloody Mary and a Bloody Maria. So we
What'd
said,
you have, Mark? Oh, soda.
yeah, he had a soda.
Yeah.
That's a callback to the last. You'll have to, if you're watching us on YouTube, Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio, you'll have to rewind that. And on your local radio station, good luck rewinding. But give it a shot anyway, because
Try
I know some people who are crazy enough to give that a shot. All right, so here's the deal. I noticed her stirring the living hell out of this cocktail. I didn't know if it was a martini, but it was some sort of martini-like product because, the kids call anything in a martini glass now a martini. and she is stirring for a good 4 friggin' minutes and breaking up that ice, and I love that. And I told her that. I told her so. I said, anyone with that sort of due diligence, you are a great mixologist. Am I trying to kiss up to her a little bit? Yes, of course, because you want a stiff drink and you don't want to overpay. So she's doing that. Finally, I make it simple, and I said, it was a Manhattan she was making. And and she said, well, that's COVID.
Yeah.
Oh, that's COVID coming to get me 3rd time this week.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. She said, well, I can make you a Manhattan. I said, let's keep the first one simple, Bourbon Coke. And it was a feasible Bourbon Coke, and I think it was $6.50. That's the best price so far, sort of.
Yeah.
Should be $4, but okay. Could be $3.50, but $6.50.
Are there young people there?
Did Dummy over here get a water? Or
What, Mark C.G. Boyer? Yeah, he got a water. I think Mark went for the water, and we went for the onion rings. And let me just say this, not that you need to know, because many of you are in other parts of the country, but in case you are in Southern California at some point, and you would like to sink your teeth into the world's greatest onion rings.
They were fabulous.
Rings I have never tasted this good, and I am an aficionado of dive bars, Bloody Marys, and onion rings.
fish and chips?
These onion rings were absolutely, hands down, the greatest onion rings I have ever tasted in my life. Freshly breaded. The onion was sweet, gorgeous.
When they were hot.
Oh, it was just anyway, so good. And my second cocktail was the Manhattan.
So what is the vibe in the bar now? Is it young people?
No,
People
still
your
not.
age?
Laura, what'd you just say? Is it young people or people your age?
Or
Is that what
people
you
your-
said, Lori?
I did. Is it young people?
Is that what
or
you
people-
said?
I did.
Yeah, you didn't say our age, but
No.
Lori said no, people your age or young people. Youthful idiots or people like you, Matt.
She's saying everything. She's saying all the right things.
With a
today.
little age under their belt. Even though she's the first one, whenever, in fact, when Milt Larsen's on with us, the proprietor and creator of the Magic Castle in Hollywood, California, when he's on with us in a few minutes, she'll be the first one to say, when I say, hey, 91 years old, oh, you're just a kid.
You're a
A
baby.
baby.
You're a baby, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not even anywhere near that age,
No,
but now...
She'll throw you right under the bus, man.
Well, that's because, let me tell you, it's a simple fact.
I just
She
meant.
hates me.
No, I don't.
She hates
No, I don't.
me.
I'm not capable of hating.
Swipe left, swipe left.
It starts with an H.
No.
It ends with an S. Hates.
Has.
And she's figuring it out. Lord,
Her and Mark should get a room, I think.
oh, yeah. You should both order sodas together at a dive bar and pay $10 for both of them. So I enjoyed the Manhattan. It was great, and the onion rings, and this is not a place you want to talk politics. And I left her a big tip. I left everyone big tips everywhere I went. But this
$3?
No, this biggin, I left her about a $12 tip.
Oh, wow.
Well, that was on my 4th cocktail. And I could tell that she had not been having the greatest life ever.
Oh.
Well.
That just brought us all down.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, no. There's no reason for you to be sympathetic, because I will tell you, as I expressed this to Mark C.G. Boyer, my driver for the day, my chaperone, I explained, I said, do you know that woman right there, it could turn on me so quick and be the biggest bitch on the planet
True.
if I haven't been kissing her ass.
Yeah, 'cause-
And I knew that instantly because she hates everyone.
Chip on their shoulder. Yeah.
Oh yes, because she's about 4'11", and she's a biggin, right?
Yeah.
But you can be a biggin and
Couple
have
husky.
and have a beautiful face. You can, correct? Are we all in agreement
Yes,
on
you
that?
can, yes.
Well,
Yeah.
not at this bar.
Uh-oh.
So you could tell that she's not having the greatest life, and I thought, damn it, I'd like to put a little spring in this mixologist step, and I gave her $12.
Because you could have set her off like you said.
And on the way out, I told Mark, I said, I have never spent more money at 3 dive bars in my life. I said, we could have had 3/4 of a prime rib by now. See, that's how expensive prime rib is now.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
as well. Prime rib, any sort of steak, through the roof.
Yeah.
What used to be $28, $26 for a prime rib is now $48.
Oh, no.
This is all post-pandemic, and I believe it's these dive bars attempting to make back the money they lost for a year and a half, 2 years.
That's
Don't you
exactly
think? Does
right.
that make sense?
Of
Right?
course.
Well, it's also meat prices, though, too.
But does that work by gouging the customer? I mean, does that work in the long run? I mean, I understand raising the price of a cocktail $1 or $2,
Yeah.
but not double. Not double the price.
Yeah, but Matt, also the meat prices because of inflation,
Oh,
because of our stupid-ass president.
Believe me, I know.
Administration.
They have a tough time.
Yeah, they do.
But I would use a steak dish, especially if you're serving cocktails. I would use a steak dish as a loss leader. And if I'm making a $5 profit on that steak dish, you come out smelling like a rose because now you have this incredible camaraderie with customers who talk about you.
Yeah.
Say, you know what? I got the greatest New York or the best prime rib, and it was only X. It was $34.
Even though they were paying $14 for a drink.
Right.
That's where they make the money.
Right. See that? We should be
rollbacks.
bar owners, Tattoo Dave.
We do.
All right, I got a lot to get to next on Outlaw Radio.
Don't say you love me, 'cause I'll only kick you out of the door. I know your name is Rita, 'cause your perfume is smelling sweeter since when I saw you down on the floor. Guitar,
Plantains, by any other name, are still bananas. And now there's a new game in town led by an hombre named Matt. A poker-playing, cigar-smoking, barbecue-eating talker. They call him magic in these parts. And he's made bananas a kind of art form. The kind of talking that makes people sit up and bark at the moon. Ordinary just got better. Outlaw Radio with Magic Matt Allen.
As you watch this Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube, please, down there, right down there in the comments button, smash the like button and subscribe button. But more than that, yeah, let us know your favorite dive bar in your neck of the woods, because I'll tell you what, I'll travel thousands of miles to visit a great dive bar.
Oh, yes,
Well, not to Canada.
I love them. You know, I don't know if if that's the weird thing. You know, Canadians, they look like us, they act like us, sort of, but they're not us.
off.
And if you spend some time with a Canadian, you know, like Negrano, the great poker player, he's Canadian. That guy's Canadian.
I don't know why we're slamming a Canadian.
You know that. No, I'm.
They're very slammable.
Yeah, they are. They certainly are. Yeah. I mean, there have been quotes, and boy, I don't stick by this, but some have called them the big, dumb neighbor up north.
Oh, no.
And I would never say that.
Oh, no.
But there are some who have said that. And so for
Closely associated with the French.
oh my God, now
makes sense.
There it is.
now the French,
Oui.
I cannot stand.
There you go.
I love
they're
'em.
very,
You
very
arrogant
Je
sons of bitches. You
Sticky, hairy.
fromage-eating, hairy armpit, Madonna
Right?
looking.
No.
Yes.
Hey.
And
Yes,
that's
look.
why you have
Yeah.
Canada is the France of North America.
Okay.
No.
By
It's
the
not.
by, you're going to want to stick in there, because the proprietor and creator of the Magic Castle has a new book. His name is MILT LARSEN, and the world-famous Magic Castle in Hollywood, California. There is only one of these,
Yep.
and there is only one MILT LARSEN, and we will speak with him next hour at the beginning of the hour. Lori
I do
Downey
have-
Jr., yes?
I have something to tell you. I got a warning.
You didn't have to tell me that you had something to tell me, because
Yeah.
if you would just tell me.
It's okay.
I feel like
I
Rick
need some
Dees all of a
corporate
sudden.
cash, corporate cash, corporate
If you've
Come
ever
on.
been in Rick Dees' studio when he was doing his morning show at Kiss FM, it's like, babies, just tell me.
Work with me.
Just work with me, kids. Babies. Stop being babies. If you have a story, just tell the story. And God bless you.
I've got it.
God bless you. Yes, Lori?
So this is a friendly PSA sort of kind of thing for the summer. Add turmeric and ginger fresh into your diet, along with garlic and onion. There's a considerable bacterial phenomenon, TA MRSA, that is emerging out of pigs in Europe.
Who'd this
And
come from, Lori?
My brother.
Your nut bag. You've got one nut bag and one even-keeled sweetheart of a
Listen,
guy.
I'm just repeating.
So this is, I know who this is. This is a nutbag brother.
And it will be in our ecology shortly, weeks. It literally cannot enter your
Guy's such
bloodstream
an a-hole.
without.
I can't stand your brother Mike. I think he's a
Let me just finish.
dip-ass deluxe.
It will be in your ecology shortly in weeks. It literally cannot enter your bloodstream with this
Oh,
concoction.
really? It literally can't? It literally can't?
Just thinking of you all.
amazing.
God, he's a dummy.
That's
Whole
amazing.
Whole Foods carries turmeric. Fresh ginger is
All right,
available
enough.
more widely.
Has he always been a conspiracy
No,
theorist?
he's a
dude?
nutbag. He's a nutbag. But
Poor fella.
it goes back. How old was he when you dropped him on his head?
About 4 or 5.
Now, you think that's a punchline? I'm
no,
making
she
that
really
up.
did?
She turned him over.
No, he was older.
As a 5 or 7-year-old.
No, he was
turned him over
13.
and dropped him on his head.
No, I
That's
used him like a jackhammer. He was 13 years old.
nice.
She jackhammered him.
Yes.
I'm not making this.
Trying to
this up.
teach him how to be strong.
Well, it didn't work, Lori.
Backfired.
No, he keeps running from everybody.
Because his sister
He's
turned him upside down.
And by the way, a quickie here, because I'm on Yelp all the time. I love to check out restaurant criticisms. And really looking for the positive ones, so I know a great place, especially dive bars, etc. But the top of Yelp is a big Celebrate Pride support open to all LGBTQ-owned businesses. Celebrate Pride. And then they'll give you the note as to which businesses in that Yelp are owned by LGBTQ. and that's supposed to encourage me to spend my money there. Pride in what? Pride usually connotes an accomplishment.
Hey gang, you're listening to live on outlawradiolive.com. If you're watching us on YouTube, then smash it. Like us and join us on YouTube on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio live on YouTube. And hit that bell so you know when we're on. Because sometimes you might come on at late nights with different celebrities. You never know. Join us on YouTube and stay with us. We'll be right back after this.
Love is like oxygen. You get too much, you get too high. Not enough and you're gonna die. Love gets you high. Love is like oxygen. You get too much, you get too high. Not enough and you're There's a rumor going round the town that you don't want me around. I can't shake off my city blues. Everywhere I turn, I lose. Love is like oxygen. You get too much, you get too high. Not enough and you're gonna die. Love gets you high. Love is like oxygen. You get too much, you get too high. Not enough and you're gonna die. Love gets you high. Time is no healer if you're not there. Lonely fever, sad words in the air. Some things are better left unsaid. I'm gonna spend my days in bed. I'll walk the streets at night to be hidden by the city lights.
You know, we're the last line of defense, and really the comedians are the last, the voice of truth in this whole thing.
Hi, this is Meatloaf. Okay, kids, you know what time it is? You know what time it is? It's Outlaw Radio time! Outlaw Radio for all of us. Outlaw Radio for all of us. Outlaw Radio for all of us.
Hi, this is Sean Young on Outlaw Radio.
Hey, this is Shelley Berman on Outlaw Radio. Listen, come on, listen to me or listen to Matt. If you like being bored, it's great for you.
It's Robert Hayes. I'm here on Outlaw Radio with Magic Matt, a.k.a. The Weasel. We are here to drink. We're here to smoke. We're here to interrupt. You may drink. You may smoke. You may interrupt, but I'm here to...
Live from the Lighten Up Lounge, this is Dom DeLuise saying, this is Outlaw Radio.
Hi, this is Chuck Woolery at Lighten Up Lounge on Outlaw Radio. Lots of fun, guys. Be back, 2 and 2.
Hi, this is Gilbert Gottfried, and you're listening to Outlaw Radio, where we smoke, we drink, and occasionally we bother people who look old and weak.
Hi, this is Rick Dees with Magic Matt, a.k.a. Mr. Cigar, in the Lighten Up Lounge. We drink, we smoke, we interrupt. Happy birthday, America. Welcome to the Big Dog of Broad Chasing. Meant to say casting. You know I did. Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube. Soon to be on Rumble. And on great radio stations throughout the country, including but not limited to the exceptional state of Wisconsin. Love you in Wisconsin. My buddy Tattoo Dave can probably relate to this, and I bet you probably met the man. Sonny Barger, Hells Angels founder, Sons of Anarchy actor, died at 83 years old. Did you know him?
I did know him.
Yeah, man. Sonny Barger.
Yeah, he's been in a lot of stuff.
Leather-clad fixture of the 1960s counterculture, figurehead of the Hells Angels Motorcycle Club. You know, he was probably counterculture in the 60s, but I'll tell you what, I could damn near guarantee you he would not have voted for Biden.
Oh, no. You know, he You know, he got sick a long time ago with a throat
cancer.
and he talked through a thing.
Well, that was a long time ago, right?
Yeah,
it didn't take him out.
No, he lived through all that crap, man.
83 years old.
Yeah.
And if I recall, wasn't he the figurehead at that Rolling Stones concert? That big thing that came down at Altamont Speedway. And it was a big fracas. And look at this note that he left. I thought this is pretty cool and pretty classy. He says, and this is Sonny Barger, Hells Angels founder. If you are reading this message, you'll know that I'm gone. I'm asking that this note be posted immediately after my passing. I've lived a long and good life filled with adventure, and I've had the privilege to be a part of an amazing club. The post said that I passed peacefully after a brief battle with cancer. I love that it's coming from him. I think that's
He was a stand-up. I mean, it doesn't get any more stand-up than Sonny Barger.
I bet. So, Sonny Barger, God rest your soul.
God bless you, brother.
I think you're one of those good guys. And Hell's Angels, you know, they get a bad rap, but man, they did a lot of good.
For the most part.
They did a lot of humanitarian things.
And they continue to.
Yeah. And speaking of a human being and a humanitarian and a man that does good for, well, I sort of call him the proprietor of an adult Disneyland in Hollywood, California since 1963. The Magic Castle, that private club that sits below Yamashiro's and above in the Hollywood Hills at 701 Franklin Avenue. Ladies and gentlemen, the great and ubiquitous Milton Page Larsen on Outlaw Radio.
Hi there. How you doing?
Look at him. I mean, listen to him. 91 years old, and he's a 17-year-old at heart.
Always.
Yeah.
That's true.
And as he said, you know, I'm looking at this brand new book, The Magic Mind of William W. Larsen Sr., by Milt Larsen and your buddy Carol Marie. Can you tell that, although your doctor won't allow you to, I've been drinking a little bourbon today, Milt? Are you jealous?
Yes. I won't have my bourbon until 6 o'clock.
Yeah, but however, you know, I guess you have to be off the stuff for 10 days, but that's what got you to 91 years old. Cocktail hour, Milton Page Larsen. Cocktail hour, very important. Don't you think, for a well-adjusted mind, Milt?
Well, I think if you keep yourself always embalmed.
Yeah, lubricated.
You're constantly pickled.
Yeah, I have, by the way, I have it signed from Milt. Here, let me show this to those who are viewing Magic Match Outlaw Radio on YouTube. I'm showing you the book. Did you see that?
Fantastic.
The Magic Mind of William W. Larsen Sr. And I have, as Milt scribed here to Matt, this first copy from Milt Larsen.
Oh, man.
The first copy right here.
That's going to Pawn Stars.
No, it's already been up there on eBay, but it's, you know, it's not yet. I'm not hitting the right number yet, but
you got 10 days.
Yeah.
That happened to be in my studio on the day we got the book from the printer, so it is actually number one.
See that? That's Lori? Awesome. Even though Lori Downey Jr., our producer, refers to me as number 2, this is number 1.
That's first edition. That's first edition stuff, man.
Yeah, and Milt Larsen, who says, I only knew my father for a short 22 years. He passed on in 1953 at only 48 years of age. In memory of my dad, enjoy this book from Milt Larsen.
Lovely, man.
And what I found lovely in the pages of this tome is some great advice from the 1920s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s that holds true today.
Hello. It's Dante.
Hold on. Isn't that funny? Only a Milt Larsen, proprietor of the Magic Castle in Hollywood, would you hear someone enter his abode and say, it's Dante. It's Dante. One of the most famous magicians of all time. But Dante is Milt's nephew. Is that the same? How many Dantes can there be, Milt?
No, there's only one great magician by that name, and one that just was hammering on my window.
So your nephew.
How cool is that? Because the
how cool is
I
that?
think he said, Dante, stop it.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah. Did he say that?
Yeah.
Dante, I'm trying to do a radio show here. Okay, hold on.
That's my son.
See, you got to understand. His brother, Bill, co-conspirator in the Magic Castle there in Hollywood, loved Dante. I believe that Bill, your brother's favorite magician, happened to be a magician named Dante and loved him so much. Yeah, he named his son Dante. So there's
right.
Yeah.
Keep it down, Dante.
Did you let him in? Did you let Dante in?
No, he's
working
in the next room, so I have to walk over there.
No walking. You took a.
I mean, he's not in the next room. I won't until I let him in.
Milt's got him locked out right now.
I tell you what, I'm on my cell phone, so I'm slowly walking over there.
Oh no, this is not good.
Oh no.
No.
It's 100 degrees out, Milt.
Is it possible for Milt Larsen, proprietor of the Magic Castle, the famous club there in Hollywood, to be interviewed and walk at the same time, Milt? Oh no! Oh no! No,
Hey, we're on hold.
No, don't let this be the last.
Milt.
No.
Milt,
Oh, no.
sorry, Milt.
No. I knew him when he was only 59, okay?
You know what? This is the worst. This is the ultimate outlaw thing.
Yeah, I don't want this sort of publicity. I mean, but maybe it'll add to our subscription base on YouTube. But no, I don't want that.
Did he just disappear momentarily?
Yeah, did you say disappear to a guy in the magic business?
Yes.
Sorry?
Dante
No pun
made him
intended.
disappear.
Yeah.
What do I do?
Well, he's probably disconnected.
Oh.
Most likely.
Well, he lost signal probably walking over to Dante's pad.
Okay, well, yeah, we'll get back to Milt. Keep an eye. I hope. I hope it's not like the Harry Houdini seance.
Okay.
And by the way, the Harry Houdini seance conducted at the top of the Knickerbocker Hotel in Hollywood, California,
Yes, sir.
trying to reach Harry Houdini. Bess Houdini, his wife, was there, and his dad, William W. Larsen, was there at that seance.
Oh, wow, that's heavy duty.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
And this man was an attorney, was overly qualified as an attorney, and was Bess Houdini's attorney, Harry Houdini's wife's attorney.
Wow.
That's Milt Larsen's dad. Pretty heavy-duty stuff.
Milt. Milt.
I think she's calling him back.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Milt?
Technology.
Yeah.
Come back to us, Milt.
Yeah, it's another hot day, but it's not 104 over there in Hollywood. It's probably only in the 80s.
Yeah, it's cooler this
Stay out of the light, Milt.
Oh, stay out of the light. Milt.
Don't go to the light yet.
No. In the meantime, Howard Stern says he's running for president with actor Bradley Cooper.
Oh, good.
And we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
All right?
Good.
Don't want to touch it? And Tim Allen, what, he's back?
We got him.
Hey, Milt.
I'm here.
Okay, yeah. Is Dante ruining your day? Is that what's going on here?
Oh, just let him in. that he yell at Magic Man. Hi, Matt.
I love Dante. I haven't seen him in years. Did he say, "Hi, Matt, screw you"? No. Yeah.
He said he's here to destroy my interview.
Yeah. Milt, tell me about, because it is contained in the book, The Magic Mind of William W. Larsen Sr. by Milt Larsen, his child. Do you recall the days on stage, you, your brother, your dad, and your mother on stage performing? Do you remember those days?
Oh, sure.
Yeah?
But, no, I started doing that kind of stuff when I was about 6 years old. But, you know, I can remember vividly things that happened at that time. I can't remember a damn thing that was yesterday.
Right.
But, or right now.
Your mother, your beautiful mother, was, if not one of the first, perhaps the first magic prestidigitator from a female perspective on television. Is that not true, Your Honor, Milt Larsen?
That is very true. My mother was the magic lady, but in 1939 there was a World's Fair in San Francisco.
Wow.
And they were just demonstrating television at that time.
Demonstrating.
So, she was asked to appear on television in 1939. So
wow.
That's even before Milton Berle.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding.
Man, oh man.
You know, the man who, you know, we say put television on the map, but your father, William W. Larsen Sr., and it's contained in this book, The Magic Mind. He gives sort of advice for those doing magic on television. I mean, back in the day when TV was this brand new thing, and he gives sage advice, Milt Larsen, that works today in 2022.
Yep, that's the way it works.
Yeah.
The book is all about my 22 years I had with my father, because I was born in 1931 and he passed away in 1953.
Right.
So I only knew him for 22 years. But during that time, he was constant. He had G magazine, and she started in 35. But he was always writing. So what is in this book is what they would call the my company, which he owns that too. There were manuscripts that were sold individually,
right?
Just one at a time. And the book has all of his manuscripts that were never really published anyplace other than Bellwether and the company. So, his writings go back to Speech magazine and G magazine, but these are all stories that have never been really heard before. So
right.
It's cool. And the book has my comments on my dad at that time and my life at that time. It's kind of an autobiography. And it's co-written by Carol Marie, who these days at 91 I have trouble writing, like physically writing.
Well,
thinking, I can't think anymore.
Milt, some of your sage advice contained in these pages is pure brilliance. And talk about ahead of your time. One of your notes here in The Magic Mind of William W. Larsen, you advise people to never wear a mask during a pandemic because it's useless and will not help you. I mean, you were way ahead of your time, Milt.
I didn't read. I don't remember writing that.
You don't recall that? How about this? Your father, when talking about doing magic on television, said choose tricks wherein all essential action can be kept within camera range. You know, he says allow time for rehearsal with a technical crew. He says never just talk, always. This is the greatest advice, Milt. don't just talk, always be doing something while delivering your patter or your routine. Always be doing something. Your dad, a very smart man, Milt.
Yeah, he was ahead of his time.
What did he just say? Cut out there. Yeah.
He was ahead of his time.
Oh, way ahead of his time. As you are. As you and your brother, who found this dilapidated old mansion at 7001 Franklin Avenue in the hills of Hollywood and decided, yeah, I think that let's kick the hippies out who are living in there and shouldn't be in that place. The Manson family living in there. Let's get rid of the Mansons and turn that into a private club. And Milt, you were talking about the fact that your dad, and I don't know if this printed on the air, but there was a company called Thayer Magic, Thayer Magic. And I know Thayer because I own some of the props from Thayer. And they came delivered in a beautiful black and red box. And the craftsmanship, those were the days, Milt, when magic props were made with care.
Right, well, the trademark of the Thayer company was the Thayer Quality Magic.
And it was quality, and it still is. I mean, I have a few of these items. And
when my dad bought the company, it was in 1942, and it was during the first days of the war. You remember the war? He was in all the papers.
Yeah. I read about it.
It was in all the papers.
Yeah.
Anyhow, that Floyd Thayer wanted to retire because it was impossible to do quality magic, craftsmanship-wise, because every scrap of anything went to the war effort.
Right.
Yeah. So we had a beautiful house in Pasadena. He had a beautiful house in the ocean area of Hollywood, and a studio, his little 100 there, and they just traded houses. Yeah.
So he was you were brought up in and I don't know how to put this except to say it, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but Milt Larsen, who is the opposite of a guy with an ego. He's your next door neighbor who you like a lot, who is out in the shop or rebuilding an engine in his car. One of the greatest guys ever. But you were brought up in a well-to-do family, were you not? Your dad, a very successful attorney, who brought onto the stage of magic, Genie Magic, Genie Magazine, something I've been reading since was 9 years old, the Bible to magicians. He purchased Thayer Magic and was an accomplished attorney. So you were not a middle-class guy. You were sort of highfalutin. How did you keep well, I don't even need to ask. Your dad must have been a down-to-earth sweetheart of a man, Milt.
He was.
Yeah.
So, and I am a down-to-earth sweetheart person also. And I have no ego whatsoever.
Did he say he was a sweetheart?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's something I know. And P.S.
I'm a legend in my own mind.
Yes, you are. and Milt,
and all of ours
and
also.
the world. Anyone that knows you or knows about the Magic Castle in Hollywood, California, of course you're a legend. But not contained in this book is the fact that Milt Larsen makes, hands down, the world's greatest old-fashioned. The greatest old-fashioned.
Dad, he wants one right now, and he can't have one. So
I know. I got to stop talking about it. Milt, I'm very, very sorry. But in 9 days from now, you and I will be enjoying beautiful old-fashions.
Cork's coming out.
Cork?
Cork.
That was my brother, Milt. My apologies. He mentioned cork when it came to an old-fashioned.
No, the cork come out of the bottle.
Yeah. Well, I love the old fashioned, so it's one of my favorite things. I've been known to drink martinis and other things.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have.
Old fashioned is traditional at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
pretty excited to have one. But,
Pretty excited to have one, yeah. I'll tell you, if I had to wait 10 days.
I would like to come for the next visit.
You know what? Hey, Lori Downey Jr. You know what Milt needs? You know what Milt needs more than anything?
Us.
Milt needs a new doctor. You need a new doctor, someone that doesn't prescribe you no old fashions for 10 days. New doctor, Milt. Let's get it done. I'll help you.
Well, this is a new doctor because I only met him after I slipped and fell and hurt myself.
Yeah.
So he was a very good guy. He said, he just, my old doctor told me a long time ago I should stop drinking. But so I called my old doctor and told him I should probably heed his advice. So Johnny makes me one old fashioned at 6 o'clock. But the only one, not when you come over here, we smoke cigars and have more than one.
Certainly more.
Slightly more than one.
Certainly more than one.
Well, my old fashions are the equivalent of 2 old fashions.
That's very true.
At the Magic Castle Bar.
Oh yeah.
And it's a great old fashioned bar. They're made quality wise.
Right.
It's the proper amount of booze, which is about 12 ounces. And,
that's my kind of dude.
All right, listen to me. Listen to me, my friends. Where in the hell do you find this book? The Magic Mind of William W. Larsen. Is it available? Can you find it on Amazon? Is there a place to find it?
It is available. Not yet. We just got it.
Okay.
But they will be on Amazon as soon as he goes through a little procedure to put it on his book. But and it'll be at the Magic Castle gift shop, of course.
Well, you'll sell a lot of them there, and we will make the announcement when they do become available on Amazon. The Magic Mind of William W. Larsen Sr. by my dear friend, a man I love beyond belief, Milt Larsen, proprietor, creator of the most magnificent private club in the world, the Magic Castle. That, my friends, at Outlaw Radio, an exclusive Milt Larsen. We'll be this after back. Love him.
You're listening to OutlawRadioLive.com. Don't go away, folks. We got so much to get to. And if you're watching us on YouTube, then smash it, or whatever they say. But definitely hit that bell so every time we might turn on the radio and turn on our mics and turn on to YouTube, you'll get an alert. That's by hitting that bell so you join us when we're live. All right. We're having drinks here. We're enjoying this beautiful summer evening. I hope you are too, wherever you are.
is Outlaw Radio.
Okay. Welcome, my friends. Welcome, my friendlies, to Outlaw Radio. Smoking, drinking, interrupting from an 1876 Virginia City, Nevada-style bar. Milt Larsen, the proprietor, the creator of the world-famous Magic Castle in Hollywood, was on with us a few minutes ago. And I forgot to mention that this bar, even though Virginia City-like, it's all Victorian, 1870-esque, and that is the Magic Castle as well. And the Owl Bar, for me, was sort of the impetus of this bar that we broad-chased, meant to say Cass, from here in the San Fernando Valley, spitting distance from Hollywood on Outlaw Radio. For those of you on YouTube, that's Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. Go ahead and smash that subscribe button right down there. Smash it.
Well, Matt,
smash what you can find right down there. Right down there. Grab it, smash it.
Smash something.
Okay? Because I haven't been hurt in a while. Let's do it. Yes, Mart?
Yeah, so the Owl Bar. When you say the Owl Bar,
yeah,
the significance of that is there's an owl that sits behind the bar.
Yes, and many owls up above.
And there's an owl that moves.
But at the world-famous Magic Castle, they're turning that into the Johnny Carson Owl Bar, and a beautiful painting that sits in Milt Larsen's abode there in Hollywood next to the Magic Castle. Has been sitting in his abode, but they have yet to unveil that at the Owl Bar and rename it the Johnny Carson Owl Bar, because that's where Johnny sat.
Because the owl moves his
I guess
head.
they could have called it the Magic Matt Owl Bar, because that's where I sat.
Right.
Sat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sit.
Maybe.
Well, it's been a while. You know, when I go over there, I'm walking distance, meaning 4 feet to the Magic Castle, but I choose to hang out there with Milt in his place instead.
yeah.
Listen, that was my home away from home, the Magic Castle. It was like a dive bar without being a dive.
You should write a book.
Oh, Lori, I have so many books in me. And I just need to let them out.
Let them run.
Oh,
free.
yeah.
Roll.
Tim Allen, if you're thinking about tuning away, you'd be doing the wrong thing. I am jam-packed. I have enough stuff for 6 hours that I'm going to try and jam into the next 90 minutes. Tim Allen slams Disney Lightyear after being replaced by Chris Evans. And by the way, Lightyear, another one of these sort of wokish bombs. At the box office.
It didn't go well.
No.
What is that, a spin-off from the
Yeah.
the Toy Story?
Yeah, he was replaced with actor Chris Evans, and Tim says it has no relationship to Buzz, Allen said, and it flopped after its opening weekend. Well, who could have guessed? Another wokish film, flop-a-rooney.
Well, Tim Allen is the voice of that character.
Of course, and it's a
has-been.
Don't call him a has-been.
No, and has been. Tim's one of the good guys.
Yeah, he is.
Tim is a good guy.
Yeah,
He's a super good guy.
Yeah, he had his run-in with a little too much cocaine back in the day, and he could be complete. Well, I did.
Besides you.
I may.
Besides you.
I guess.
I've never done the cocaine.
Oh, Lori's never done the cocaine. Yeah.
No, she was just into dealing
you know
weed.
what? It's an early night.
Yeah, she was only the cheerleader on Long Island that dealt weed.
Yeah.
That's not a.
And pills, by the way. Let's not
what?
forget pills.
So what?
Yeah. What are the uppers called? Lori has. She knows them
Crisscross.
She knows them rote.
RJ8s, Christmas trees.
See that? Boy, that's a sweet little cheerleader.
Beaters, bunnies, booties.
Knocking on your door. Hello,
I got the hookup.
Anyone interested? Yeah, I got. And then she opens up her jacket, and there they are. There they are. And plus 2 fake Rolex watches, just in case.
Color coordinated.
After Johnny Depp defamation loss, Amber Heard is facing perjury charges in Australian dog smuggling case. I bring this up because this is something that Lori Downey Jr., our producer, can relate to.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, she loses her defamation lawsuit. But there were charges in Australia charging her with perjury over a dog smuggling accusation from 2015. She was accused, Amber Heard was accused with violations of the county's strict quarantine and biosecurity laws when she failed to divulge that she had brought her, get ready, Lori, Yorkshire Terriers, Pistol and Boo, into the country.
Yeah.
And when I read that, I thought to myself, Lori would do the same thing.
No, you need permission.
But you would do if somehow you were not given permission and they were your dogs, you would do the same thing.
Yep. She'd do
No.
that. She'd also have a bunch of weed and pills on her.
Don't talk for me, Marty.
Well, I'm just telling you.
Trying to bribe.
You can't
trying
tell
to
me,
bribe
Marty.
officials.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So anyway, there's that. And Mark, tell me about this in the simplest of terms, and this is why I'm asking you, because I know you'll have the simplest of terms. This Mojo Vision, and it's some sort of a weird contact lens you put in your eyes, and something that I would have found of no interest at all had Mark C.G. Boyer not brought this up to me, and I think this might be of interest. So how does this work?
There is a display screen as part of the contacts.
All right.
And they are Bluetooth enabled, and there's a device you put on your, you wear on your belt.
Yeah.
And it displays information in front of you. So you can see their prescription. Will be prescription. And then you can see text, so you can search the internet.
So we're cyborgs.
Hologram? Like a hologram?
Cyborgs.
That's
Well,
what we are.
it's an actual display screen that
The hell's wrong with
projects
us?
in front of you.
Ew.
Yeah, I know.
So you'd be able to see.
How can
I
you?
can't put anything in my eyes. So.
No, man.
No, me either.
I couldn't wear contact if I had to.
This is
I
what,
am distracted
Me either.
enough. I don't need that.
Yeah, this
crap.
is why I wear these are reading glasses, although they're sunglasses, but because of these, it enables me to read, because that whole putting something in your eye
man.
crap.
Can't do it.
Even Visine, I've done that a couple times, and it just drives me crazy.
I would drive off a mountain.
Yeah.
One of the things that fascinates me about the story and the potential
Mojo
technology
Vision, yeah.
is that they would be able to put cameras in the lenses and
Ew.
then wire that to the brain so people who are blind,
like I said, cyborgs,
could
man.
see again.
Wow.
Okay, this is garbage.
Well, what do you mean? It's not garbage if that works. I mean, to give someone sight who would like sight.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
This sounds like
This
one of
is
those
Lori.
things. Yeah, that sounds like one of those things that they're hopeful and they're going to like raise all this money for and then charge
you
your
mean a scam?
health
I'm a
insurance.
ding dong.
Yes,
Never-
because my daughter who
Yeah.
has seizures has an RNS device that
Right.
was put in 6 years ago,
Yeah.
and it didn't work. It failed
In her brain,
And 6
yeah.
years later, we had to go back for the same surgery so she doesn't suffer seizures. So we're going to find out in July. Whatever,
Yeah.
that this is going to work or not.
Well, I thought-
and this is just hogwash.
Hey, Lori, I thought from the very beginning it was a friggin' money grab, man.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
but
really did.
You know what? We
Never
talk
know.
we talk this way, like Mark said. You
Yeah.
never know. We talk this way. We didn't know we'd be having these handheld devices that you could actually FaceTime somebody and stuff like that.
And P.S. Bad idea.
But when I started,
Bad idea.
It
Yes,
worked,
I'm a self-admitted Luddite. Of course I am. But I think it's a bad idea because these things that are supposed to make us social,
completely opposite.
The absolute antisocial has been brought into our lives because of these devices.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll never be a slave to these devices. In fact, just the opposite. I'm a guy who doesn't forget his phone. I just leave it at home.
Mark, I have a question.
Does
Would
that make me a better person than you, Lori? Yes.
Well, no, because your boss,
Oh, he gets pissed off because
and he calls me.
Yeah, right.
And I could be in the middle of my
It's
job.
like, well, there's nothing in my contract that says I have to have a cell phone. Do you think I say that? No, because I can't say that now.
But then he calls
Because
me.
it's expected of you
they should
in
pay for it,
2022. It's expected. It's sort of digay regay.
Listen,
wait, regay.
And so
What's
what
that
he
French
does-
word, Lori? That means it's
Regal,
expected. Whatever.
regal.
I was
Even in
kidding.
my business, the new Teamster contract that was just ratified included $3 a day for cell phones because we have to have our cell phones.
Right.
When
We
we're
clock
out of
it.
radio range and we're in a vehicle somewhere, they have to be able to reach us.
You clock in and out with those things too, because we have to clock in and out.
Do you ever ask the question? Well, yeah, but what about 25 years ago or 30
when
years
I had
ago?
to pull over and try to find a payphone and use my beeper.
Of course.
Well, let me ask you a
payphone.
question.
You can't find payphones anymore.
Although 25 years ago was Nextel. So you had the
Yes.
radio walkie-talkie.
Walkie-talkie and phone, right.
Oh, what's wrong with that?
That was great. I don't know why that.
What's
ever went
wrong with that?
Big 10-4, good buddy. I like that.
Yes,
was
good
great.
buddy. Lori, what's your 1020?
Well, not my 1020. My question is, does
1020
your
is in
does
the
your
booth.
I know. That's.
Does your
I knew what I was
company-
asking.
Oh my God! Shut up, Marty.
Believe me.
Location,
Oh, I'm an old citizen band aficionado. Yes, Lori?
Every company.
Tell me what's on your mind there.
10-2.
Breaker, what's a 1036?
This is not Nextel.
What's your 1036, Harry Beaver?
1036 is the time of day.
Yeah,
which is
right.
perfect. 1020 is your location, Lori.
What's-
and you are in the booth, damn it.
What's 10-2?
I don't know.
I don't know. Tend to your own business.
Hey.
Number 2.
Yeah, is that? Oh, is that
I
it?
got to go. 10-1.
All right, continue, Clam Clacker. I got a
take
bunch
that
of
back.
I got a bunch of handles.
You
Go
can
ahead.
stop that right now,
Go ahead, Lori.
and you better.
Go ahead. You know, I would be able to if I weren't 16 years old.
You are 16 years old.
I just said that.
Lori's going,
Maybe
you
12.
boys, can I just say what I
You
was
were
gonna
saying
say?
what, Lori?
I was saying that every company
get a
gives
word in.
you compensation to use your cell phone, and they will pay for your cell
I
phone.
love this. Every company.
Every major
Lori,
corporation
Lori,
will pay for your cell phone.
I work for a major corporation. Aside from what I do here on Outlaw
So you're not
Radio,
getting your
and
money.
No, because they don't offer it.
It has to be there.
Oh, it
because if
doesn't
they
have
wanna
to be
read
there.
it-
There's no law.
It's not
No,
mandated.
no.
There's no law. Don't make me sing. Jeez. They want me to sing. I don't want to. Don't make me sing.
So I'm like a fake
Listen,
employee.
Dan, they don't want you to sing.
Okay, boys.
Yes.
I'm like a fake employee. I'm like kind of an employee, but not really an employee.
Yeah, right.
And I work on 100% commission
Right.
in this like massage parlor I work on, whatever you
Yes.
said earlier.
Yes.
They pay for
Well,
my
you work in a
phone.
for 50.
They
well, you
gives
do. You
me-
do work in a room, this 1876 Virginia City, Nevada style bar filled with misogynists.
Oh, no.
How about that?
Speak for yourself.
How about that? I am.
You boys are so easy.
I am. I'm speaking for Dave. I'm speaking for me.
Piece
yes?
of cake.
Yeah.
But the
Piece of
point
cake.
is, you guys are like,
are
you
easy.
know.
Don't make me sing.
Lydia,
So
they
you're-
don't want you to sing, Lydia.
So what's your point, Lori?
My point is, if your boss wants to reach you, there are compensation plans for your phone.
No,
and maybe they never told you
It's
about
not
it.
mandated, Lori.
No, not true.
It might be union mandated now. That's why it came up.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we're a no union shop.
I'm not union also.
Okay. By the way, we're not going to break yet, but I don't have time for this. But man, I can't wait to get to this. This Blackish star Jennifer Lewis, planning a nationwide sex strike. Because it's a pro-abortion protest.
Yeah.
I will get to that in mere minutes. Plus, Jane Fonda in the news again.
Oh boy!
Or is she Jane Fondle? Well, we'll discuss that in mere seconds. But before, where the hell is this? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Marvel Comics introducing the first gay Spider-Man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm thinking, well, it's about time, don't you think?
Oh my God.
Huh?
I don't.
Yeah,
The Spider's gay?
Disney-owned Marvel Comics set to debut its first openly gay Spider-Man with effeminate characteristics, dressed in lace in an upcoming book due out in September.
My hero.
Because it's fun
Right.
to be fancy.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Who's the main guy? Who's the main guy?
The comic book
Toby
company
Maguire.
first informed fans of its plans with a June 16 solicitation, described the new character as Web Weaver, a not-so-mild-mannered fashion designer at Van Dyne. COVID gets spider powers and shows us a very different kind of spider slayer.
You think Stan Lee is behind this?
Oh no,
He's dead, Mark.
yeah, he's rolling.
Oh.
He's returning,
No,
Yeah.
what I'm saying is he wouldn't be behind it.
and it's now Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Surprise, I had the huge gay honor of helping to co-create Web Weaver, who will make his debut in Edge of the Spider-Verse, designed by the one and only Krista Farrakha. Cover, whatever, who cares? Jesus, God. I'm so tired of the whole friggin' thing. LGBTQEIEIO. And on this farm, there was a break.
Come
But we'll
on.
be this after back on the Big Dog of Broad Chasing, meant to say Casting Outlaw Radio, live from the Lighten Up Lounge.
She's up all night to the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to the sun. We're up all night to get some. We're up all night for good fun. We're up all night to get lucky. 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 The present has no ribbon. Your gift keeps on giving. What is this I'm feeling? If you wanna leave, I'm with it. We've come too far to give up who we are. So let's raise the bar and our cups to the stars. She's up all night to the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to the sun. We're up all night to get some. We're up all night for good fun. We're up all night to get lucky. 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 She's up all night to the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to the sun. We're up all night to get some. We're up all night for good fun. We're up all night to get lucky. 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 She's up all night to the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to the sun. We're up all night to get some. We're up all night for good fun. We're up all night to get lucky. 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 We're up all night to get. 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 We're up all night to get lucky. 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 to get lucky.
Outlaw Laboratories. With over 200 research workers, academic staff, and PhD students worked around the clock 7 days a week for 9 years. And today, we deliver broadcasting from atomic scale components, 21st century technology, talk, stars, and subliminal messaging. Motivating, stimulating, mildly erotic, 24/7. Outlaw Radio.
Bringing out the big guns, Corbin Cash Bourbon for...
So good.
Oh, yeah.
so good.
For Tattoo Dave and I, and me, and...
I gave Brother Marty a taste.
I'll tell
Me
you
and
what,
Tattoo
man.
Dave. Oh,
Not a-
Corbin Cash Bourbon.
Not a big bourbon guy, but I'm going to tell you right now.
Oh, that is the good
smooth.
stuff,
It is the
man.
good.
That's scary.
This is the rye whiskey,
Oh.
and aged 6 years,
Oh.
and a buck, 42 proof or something? Oh, this is...
That is tasty. That's
Hello, doggies.
Yeah.
All right, next hour, I promise you it'll be riveting. 60 minutes of incredible entertainment. And right now, this is something I do not want you to miss. This guy's a hero. Lefty going on, genuinely righteous terror against the Democrat Party for pissing me the F off. The libs... Not so okay, especially in light of the Supreme Court and so many great little beautiful things for America coming from SCOTUS over the last several weeks.
Yes.
It's a gorgeous thing. So this dude is... He's a gay guy, which doesn't matter, except it's in the context of this and the content from an MSN, I believe.
Oh,
that's
of
where
course.
right? But he makes a pretty compelling case for the left to be fed up with the Democrats. Ladies and gentlemen, please check out this dude. I don't have his name, but check it out.
okay.
I'm not going to shut up about this. I'm not, because I can't yell at the Republicans. They're not going to change. They are who they are. We're stuck with them. We're not going to change them. You can't shame them.
No.
You can't convince them.
No.
You can't trick them.
That's true.
You can't fucking outplan them.
Yep.
But I can yell at the Democratic Party. And I can tell them where they can at least make one fucking small change to stop pissing me the fuck off every hour right now. Stop sending me fundraising requests right now, okay? The Republican Party had a plan for the last 50 years to overturn Roe v. Wade. We had a leak 5 weeks ago telling us that this exact thing was going to happen, and your response after 5 weeks of careful study and planning and thought has been to send us nonstop fundraising emails. All right? So let me just read you a quick list. Mark Warner. He's the Democratic senator from Virginia. He's worth $214.1 million. Don Beyer, he's a Democratic Virginia House member. He's worth $124.9 million. Dean Phillips, he's a Minnesota House member. He is worth $123.8 million. Nancy Pelosi, the Speaker of the fucking House of the Democratic Party from California, is worth $114.7 million. Dianne Feinstein, who doesn't know where the fuck she is right now, the senator from California, part of the Democratic Party, is worth $87.9 million. Million.
I love this. I love this.
You guys want money? Fucking call your guy. You call him every week to do insider trading. Stop fucking sending me emails. Stop sending me fucking texts. Stop fucking reading poems and singing goddamn karaoke. You have power. You have it. You're in those seats. We're the ones who are powerless.
True.
Stop fucking pretending you're protesting. If you don't want to fucking do it or it's too hard, fucking retire. You're rich as shit. Yeah. You don't need to do anything. If I had $114.7 million, Nancy Pelosi, you know what I'd do? First thing, I'd get my fucking husband a driver so he didn't get a goddamn DUI. Second thing, you know what I'd do? I'd be on a fucking boat. I'd be on a fucking boat. Wow. $114.7 million. Yeah. And you want to send me a fucking
I think that's it. What a hero. And that guy is a lefty liberal, fed up with these a-holes.
He's had it.
They're turning. It's turning.
And he makes great points.
Yes.
Yeah.
Get a driver.
For my husband.
I mean, get $114 million. I knew they were rich. I had no idea how much money. But thank goodness for some real talk.
Yeah, man.
You know, thank goodness for
boat
from a liberal. Or...
Yeah, just being pissed off doesn't make him a conservative in any way, shape, or form. He's pissed off at his party.
Right. Yep. Yeah, he is.
And maybe he's an old school Democrat, so you should know your party is non-existent. They went the way of the dodo bird. A huge 60 minutes left of Outlaw Radio when we return. And on YouTube, punch it in, Magic Match Outlaw Radio, and
guys,
smash that like button. And, smash me right here on that, right there. If you're watching us on YouTube, and, whatever buttons you can smash, hit them.
face down in the desert
Hi, this is Meatloaf. Okay, kids, you know what time it is? You know what time it is? It's Outlaw Radio time!
The most imitated radio station in the nation.
I'm through with standing in line for some fun to begin, but I found a good thing leaving me with a grin. It's time for Outlaw Radio to begin.
You have the great Billy Gibbons here? Yeah.
It's very cool.
He just passed out.
Yeah.
Hey, that didn't sound too bad.
Had to lighten them up loud.
Oh, man.
We're here with Matt.
Oh, yeah.
Had to lighten up.
Oh, little Outlaw Radio.
We're here with Matt.
And he's not fat.
We got all these guys and girls in the house. Let me tell you, that's where it's at. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Allen. Pass me a gallon.
Hey. Thank you for spending some time with us. Sincere thank you. Dee-dee-dee-dee. I'm surprised anybody watches this on YouTube. I mean, it's a radio show designed as a radio show, but we're on YouTube. Oh, what the hell?
You know, man, I was looking at...
I mean, if you want to watch us, you can simply punch in Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. No,
It's worth your time.
Except no image or not.
Or not, whatever.
You know, but we're much funnier if you're boozing along with us. Yeah, Mart? It's my brother Mart.
Interesting because I love Martini, but
I'll be the judge of whether it's interesting or not. See, this is why. You know, most people on YouTube with a gazillion hits and millions of viewers, they're really nice, sweet people. And I think that works against me. Yes, Mart?
So, I don't know if I want to finish this, but I'm going to try to be as big of an a-hole as I can. Right
Yeah, go ahead.
So I looked this up. I looked up Outlaw Radio, Magic.
You know why, Mart? Because I'm not a phony. I'm not a phony, but I think people want phony these days.
They do.
I think they want phony.
They want fast.
It's that
they
whole
want
woke
phony,
thing.
yeah.
In order to be woke, you have to be a phony.
Yes.
You can't be vested in the truth. Because the truth and woke have nothing to do. They don't get along.
Agreed.
Being woke is, no, let's not start anything here.
Yeah, we don't want to start a ruckus.
Don't want to start a ruckus. It's okay to start a ruckus if what you're speaking is the truth.
Yeah.
You know, there's only one truth. It's not, she's speaking her truth. No. He's speaking his truth. No. There's one truth. The truth is the truth.
So I went to.
I think I just spit.
I went to the channel. I went to the Outlaw channel on YouTube.
That's Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. Say it correctly.
Magic Matt's
So at
Outlaw
least there's
Radio.
a chance someone may check it out.
We'll get more than 6
And by the way, my friends in Wisconsin, I'm sorry you have to put up with this, but Wisconsin, you get YouTube,
and you get
right.
You get us on.
Did they
local
ban
radio
YouTube in Wisconsin? Did
Of course not.
Because I didn't get that memo.
So anyway,
Yeah.
so I scrolled down and it has some of our old shows. Leif Garrett.
Old shows we've only been on for about 4 weeks.
I'm talking about Leif Garrett. They go back to the Leif Garrett thing. As we
Okay,
scroll down.
That's not
Leif
camera,
Garrett.
though,
Yeah.
1,000,002,000.
What is it, Marty?
Yeah.
on that
No,
thing.
I know. That's Leif. We got to get Leif back over on the show.
Get us a million hits because that
You
got
know,
a million hits.
come
Well,
on,
or
bump
put his
up
name on there.
Bump up. Yeah, I'll just put his name on.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what. See, you have to, as a YouTube subscriber or a viewer, you have to watch at least 30 seconds of it. Now we have a huge time watching. I mean, hours. People will watch this for hours. Where a lot of the other channels,
Why?
they'll only listen.
We're entertaining.
Because we're so damn good. And let me prove that with some real content, my friends. Some real content.
Here we go.
On Outlaw Radio. Blackish star Jennifer Lewis planning nationwide sex strike, pro-abortion protest. Shut it down. She's planning a nationwide pro-abortion protest. There will be no sex that day. Shut it down. She voiced Mama Odie in the 2009 animated film The Princess and the Frog, and she was at the Essence Fest in New Orleans, Louisiana, after helping Disney Parks announce their newest ride, Tiana's Bayou Adventure, inspired by the film, where she told people of a recent post she shared in reaction to the Supreme Court overruling Roe v. Wade. COVID! She says, go to my page and watch me. Lizzo and Tiffany sing about it. She said, I didn't do that for a picture with Lizzo. I want her to get her peers out to vote. I want Cardi B and Nicki Minaj and P. Diddy to get the millennials to unite. Yeah, with the exception of P. Diddy, all the usual idiot stick lefty suspects. There they are. The Instagram post Lewis was referring to features herself, left-wing pop star Lizzo, comedian question mark.
Yeah.
Tiffany Haddish. Remember we saw her in Hollywood, Lori?
Yeah, I do.
You know, she up there on stage with that laugh-in revival that went down the tubes because it was so woke and no one was interested.
Fake laughing.
Yeah, it was so bad. They were trying to bring laugh-in back, so it was a special, but it
wasn't funny.
It was a 2-hour slam bash Trump fest. Yeah. Instead of just make us laugh and don't make me sing. Comedian Tiffany Haddish, they were singing "We're Here Tonight, We're Fighting for Our Rights," and they plan on doing a protest, a shut it down, a sex strike. But wait a moment. But wait just a second. There's no difference between males and females. Correct?
You're right.
There's no difference between males and females.
As far as they're concerned, yeah.
However, when is the last time a man ever made the statement, I am not going to give a female sex. We're going to stop it down. This almost makes it appear as though there might be a difference between the genders.
No.
Perhaps that females are the ones that say yes or no to sex, and the males, by and large, want it all the time.
Sure.
No.
But wouldn't that make us different? Wouldn't
Stop
that
it.
make that
You're confusing Mark C.G. Boyer?
That would make
I
us.
don't know.
By the way, Matt,
That would make the genders different, not simply in our private units. And I'm to illustrate.
Smash that.
My hand. I'm smashing it right now. I am. I'm smashing it.
Put it on the counter.
To illustrate this.
The heck is going on?
But I want you to know that it's not simply because of our units. We think differently.
And who wants to have sex with Tiffany Haddish anyway?
Differently.
I never thought of my sexual thing as a unit.
Oh, what is a unit?
It's
a unit. Yeah.
Little bread box.
Yeah.
Kind of creepy.
You know, it does show the power
of the slushy pod. Yes.
Okay, Matt,
Jane Fonda. Oh, really, Lori? I bet if Ryan Stiles told him at a comedy from Whose Line Is Anywhere, Black Hawk Down, and the Drew Carey Show, if he made that statement, you'd have no problem with that. And that's who I stole it from. Ryan Stiles are different. All of a sudden, it's
okay.
like, oh, well, that's sweet then.
Yeah.
Saying slushy pod is okay if Ryan Stiles says it.
Because he's funny.
But
well, then why isn't Matt?
Yeah.
Because that's Matt.
Yeah.
Come on, Lori.
Didn't he already explain that? He hates.
Lori Downey Jr. A, hates me. B,
I don't.
Wouldn't know funny if it bit her on her nose.
I do know funny.
Jane Fonda suggests America redefine vaginas.
Can we say
Are we ready, Lori?
I don't know.
Okay.
Can we say vagina?
Jane Fonda suggests America redefine vaginas as AK-47s in response to Roe v. Wade overturn.
That's funny.
Yeah.
She's sick.
Jane
She is sick. That's a great statement.
Jane Fonda suggested America redefine vaginas as AK-47s in response to the U.S. Supreme Court overturning R.V. Bethany.
We should recall them all then.
Listen. Jane Fonda has always been a whack job. I mean,
a whack job lefty.
Why else do you think she wanted to nail me?
Which, by the way, you should have done that, dude.
Yeah, I should have. I would have.
I mean, you were
that's a notch.
cute.
I would have
Matt.
taken the lefty out of her.
You were so cute.
I was so cute.
Or put the
wasn't
righty
I?
into her.
Lori, I saw pictures of you on stage on Broadway. So were you.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. Yeah. Jane Fonda says.
I don't care. I don't care.
Like I do?
I think so.
Here we go. Charlotte started.
Jane Fonda says if a corporation can be defined as a person, why not redefine vaginas as AK-47s?
Yes.
That way they'd be
psycho.
That way they'd be free of governmental restrictions by those who care about the
What?
sanctity of life. Grace and Frankie Star tweeted. Hey, is that still on? Is that
I want to say they're redoing it. I heard something about it coming back.
I hope not.
A curious comment that may suggest Fonda believes she would have more rights if she had to go through a background check before her vagina is bought and sold. So there she is, another big dummy. And
So-
speaking of big dummies, yes, Lori?
Is she just like hanging out in her like living room and nobody cares about her, so she's like tweeting all this stuff or putting it out there?
And speaking
Notice me.
big dummies, wonder what I don't know a female that isn't notice me,
How about
look at me.
Don't look at me.
Yeah, you're.
What the hell?
Yeah, Lori Downey. No,
it's that
Lori
evil
Downey
eye
Jr., our producer. No, she's different.
I am different.
Oh, she's different.
Yeah,
I
you gotta
think
love
my own
Lori.
drummer.
You gotta love Lori.
Watch our YouTube channel. You'll see she's different.
Yeah, she's different.
Yeah, she doesn't like attention.
Wonder Woman star Linda Carter says 1 month for Pride isn't enough.
Oh, no.
Okay, let's make it every month, right?
Yeah, she says add in July equals Pride 2.
Oh.
1 month celebrating the LGBTQIA2SEEIO, and on this fun there was an LGBTQO. Community felt so short this year. Wonder Woman star Linda Carter says.
Linda.
She says she suggested making both June and July Pride. Why not Pride every day?
Why not every other year?
But Pride.
Why not every day? Like,
Take a day every
but
day.
Pride, doesn't that connote you to be prideful of an accomplishment?
Yes.
What is the accomplishment
All right,
here?
I got a bone to pick.
What is the accomplishment?
They came out of the closet.
Wait a second. What is the accomplishment?
Being accepted.
Opening the doors.
Hang on. A lot of my friends on Broadway died.
Lori,
because-
we've been
hang
down
on.
this
I
same
know.
road with you last week, I think.
Not last week.
We don't like anyone who dies of AIDS. I'm not a big fan of death. The AIDS thing was a bad thing.
So why do you care if they have a Pride Day? It doesn't affect you either way.
It's a month, and this woman wants to make it 2 months.
Right.
Okay?
I don't care for that woman, but I don't care who celebrates what.
I do care. By the way, that Wonder Woman bra, that was all wired. You know that was wired.
Oh, that's like torpedoes.
Oh, yeah. I never found her sexy. She was not my cup of tea.
I didn't either, man.
I found her mannish.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, but,
Didn't we go into that? That was...
Yeah, fits right into the LGBTQ, E-I-E-I-O, and on this fun night, what's it now? Yeah, I know what you're thinking. I know for those who don't adore us watching us on YouTube right now, you're thinking haters.
Yeah,
You're haters. I'm going to
sounds
complain.
that way.
It's not haters. It's not a hater
Of
thing.
course we're not haters. Of course we're not.
You love everybody.
I
do not discriminate.
No, I dislike most people because I think they're idiots.
Oh boy, I know, man.
But I like, but then on the other hand, I like enough people. Whatever.
What do you suppose has happened?
Hey,
Was this pre-pandemic?
Hey, watch this. Fans, what?
What?
Pre-pandemic?
What's a pre-pandemic?
She's talking Long Island right now.
No, at least she said it correctly. Pre-pandemic.
No, she said
I didn't
pandemic.
say that, Matt. Pre-pandemic.
No, Pandemic is what it was.
Okay, now you're being an idiot.
It's a scam-a-llama ding-dong.
However,
Yeah.
when did you not like people so much?
No, I like
He's never liked people.
No.
People.
He hates everybody equally.
It's not true. It's not true. I always give. Here's the problem. I give everyone the benefit of the doubt.
You do.
And then
How many strikes?
Then I'll get screwed once, and I'll put up with the one time.
Well,
but
then
that's
the doubt kicks in.
But that's it. Yeah, that's it.
My brother Joe gives people chances.
Joe is a good man from Long Island. He's an old school Democrat, which means he can't vote for a Democrat today. I like Joe. He's not a nutbag like Michael, your stinking, freaky, should be in a padded cell brother. Because Michael is a nut case. A nut.
Well, let's have some turmeric and ginger.
Okay, dig this. Turmeric and ginger.
Yeah.
That's the answer here in July.
Everything.
To what is the woe that could take over your body, Lori?
MRSA.
MRSA. Yeah.
It's like in pigs in Europe right now, and it's taking over the world.
What in the hell is wrong with him?
No. Okay, but there are so many like him. They're just out of their fucking skulls. They should be locked up.
That's the bourbon. That's the bourbon.
Fans walk out on. No, I didn't say anything there.
I thought I heard an F-bomb.
No, I didn't say it.
Did anybody else
I said
hear that?
friggin'.
No, he said it.
I did?
You said it, you little
But it's
man.
okay. I like it.
You dropped it, and
I liked
it's
it.
very refreshing.
That's all you want, but
Fans
I like
walk out on singer Halsey after her pro-abortion tirade at a concert in Phoenix, Arizona over the weekend.
Good.
She went on a pro-abortion rant in reaction to the U.S. We know what it is. And she says, if you don't like it, you can go home right now. And Halsey's fans did just that, walking out of the venue after her pro-abortion rant.
That's a tough broad, man.
Here it is. What?
That's awesome. No.
What's a tough broad?
To tell people to go home?
What?
Tell people to go home.
If
I
you
fed
don't,
him.
if you don't like her pro-abortion rant, I think my brother Mart is confused here.
What are you talking about?
He's getting Mark's disease.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, Halsey,
where would you lose me?
Halsey said, well, listen to her rant and see if you can figure it out. Here's Halsey on stage.
All right.
You are in a room right now full of 12,000 people. The reality is that someone standing to the right of you or to the left of you has benefited in some way by abortion.
Pause. Benefited in some way by abortion. Why, yes, you don't have a kid that you have to take care of. You have complete freedom after killing a baby. But you have freedom. So, of course, that's a pro in the life of someone who just killed a potential citizen of the United States of America. Continue with Dip-ass Halsey on stage.
That's the reality.
Woo! Yeah!
You guys are at this concert right now because I had an abortion that saved my life.
Saved your life.
Pause. So if this procedure saved her life and it was between her dying and the child, then save the mother's life. Period. In my opinion, no gray area if that's true.
Yeah, so where is she going with that?
But that's a big if that's true. Well, she's a pop singer.
Well,
Please continue with Halsey, Lori.
I struggled to get pregnant for a very long time. I struggled to get pregnant for so long.
You know what that
And a
means.
lot of people think
Pause. What does that mean? Yeah.
I mean, she went through them.
Well,
Yeah.
Dirty rotten whore.
She was getting
Dirty
nailed.
rotten whore.
Yeah, I think that's what you're saying.
She just plainly publicly
She said,
admitted it.
I was getting nailed every damn night, and it didn't happen. That's what Halsey's saying.
That's basically it.
Oh, yeah, I was freestyling, legs akimbo, and nothing worked. Nothing worked for me. Continue with the great Halsey on stage, please.
I struggled with infertility, with endometriosis, with other reproductive illnesses. That would mean that once I got my baby, that I wouldn't be pro-choice anymore.
Pause. I'm just wondering.
Once I got my baby.
No, I'm just wondering who that is that said, woo! Woo! Over what?
That's the woo guy.
Is that the guy from the Elton John song Benny and the Jets?
He's everywhere.
The guy that whistles?
Yeah.
I can't whistle that well, but it's. All right, continue.
But I would not have been able to have my baby if I had not had that abortion.
Weird the way she connects
That's
these dots.
weird.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
Yep.
But
Motherhood, parenthood is not something that you can force someone into. It's not.
That's pathetic.
pause. I agree with that though. It's not something you force someone into.
Right.
But what about adoption?
Hello.
You know, what about adoption?
Hello. I'm adopted.
What? You're an adopted
I'm an
guy.
adopted child.
You'd be dead.
Right.
You'd be dead if someone. Well, let me rethink this.
I don't know.
All
Stop
right.
it. Stop it.
Continue with Halsey, please.
Stop it right there.
Someone say "Go, girl," something like that.
I hope you guys understand that there is a tremendous amount of work that needs to be done right now.
A tremendous amount of work that needs to be done. Okay, what is it, Halsey? What should we do? Help
It
us.
starts on the ground.
You
It
sage.
starts with us.
Starts on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And it starts with us protesting and petitioning our local legislators.
Okay. Oh, and the crowd goes wild.
You're a man in this audience right now, and you're sharing statistics on Instagram and
No.
infographics and saying, wow, man, that's really fucked up.
No.
What you should do instead is you should be sharing stories about how you've benefited from abortion.
I picture,
That's so disgusting.
I know how you benefited from abortion.
I picture Dave in the audience with a banner that says "Dirty Rotten."
You filthy stinking horse.
Well, I wish
Shut
you
the
were.
F up.
I wish you were there, Tattoo Dave.
Well, I would have gone home like she told me to.
Yeah. If you don't like it, you can go home right now. And
People did.
myriad fans went home and took her advice there in Arizona, and I'm so glad you
Good.
did.
Good.
Yeah.
She is really despicable.
Yeah, she is.
Although,
that's Halsey.
have you seen her?
Is she hot?
Very.
Very
Unbelievably.
smoking.
Well, at least she's half right because most of her gig should be stay hot.
Right, which
That's
she's
all.
doing. She's doing just well,
Okay.
just fine.
Yeah,
Good.
That's
she's
her
hot.
job.
Yeah.
But she's a dirty, stinking whore.
Yeah, well,
Obviously.
obviously she is. UK Bank tells customers to close their accounts after they complained about gender pronoun badges for staff. There's a British bank, Halifax, said that staff can add pronouns to their name badges. The announcement received some criticism on social media. The bank said any customers who don't like the optional badges should close their accounts. A UK bank told customers to close their accounts after they complained about gender pronoun badges for staff. I saw one of these badges that say Gemma alongside she, her, hers pronouns on the badge. It's a subsidiary of Lloyd's Banking Group. They said it was giving its employees the option to add pronouns to their name badges. If I walked into my bank and I saw that, closing the account that day, right then, right there. This pronoun thing is ridiculous.
Badgers are mean.
Boy, they stick with it, though. The Post prompted some criticism from social media. Some people called the badge nonsensical and accused the bank of virtue signaling. Well, duh.
Yeah.
That's what these large corporations are doing. It's not because they truly give an ass. It's because they think that that's where the tide is heading. That's where it's going. I got some sad news for you big corporate idiots. That ain't where we're heading. I think the pendulum is swinging back. Now, what does that mean? For I am not a caveman. What does that mean? That means simply that live your lives as you'd like to live them, but don't cram your sexual proclivity down our throats. That's all. No more, no less. Like a Disney animated series, Baymax, for ages 5 and up, Lori, featuring men dating.
Men dating who?
5 and up.
Who are they
Disney
dating?
and men dating. Men dating. Let's go to break. Let's go to break. Lori's
Oh.
driving me nuts.
And who wears badgers
I'm
on their
driving you
shirts?
nuts?
Oh, you're driving me nuts, Lori.
Jesus.
You're driving me nuts. When
This is so sad.
when we return, a dude, a Brit that I find funny, haven't watched him in like I don't watch late night television, but I get clips. James Corden visited the White House. Some funny stuff here.
He's funny.
He is a funny guy. Although a big lefty, but see, I'm on the right.
Although
Funny is funny. We'll be this after back.
Oh, there you know, coming apart at the seams. The city is breathing, and diamonds are falling. A rose-colored glasses, the moon and the river is seething. The holiday calling, wherever you go, I'll follow you home in my dream.
Hey, wake up, gang. We listen to OutlawRadioLive.com. Go to YouTube and Magic Matt's Outlaw on YouTube. Outlaw Radio. No! Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. Smash it. God, smash it. I'm driving him nuts. Smash it and get that little bell so you know when we're recording live.
baby. Just look at me. Look at me.
The staccato hoofbeats of a golden palomino, carrying a man who fights wherever justice needs a champion. In a hideaway on the other side of the hill, with Hollywood close enough to smell, One man dared to step up to the bar and talk. And other outlaws heard the legend and joined together to tell their tales. This is how it began. Smoking, drinking, interrupting. Magic Matt Allen. This is Outlaw Radio.
Aha! Oh, yeah, you found the funky, moist spot known as Outlaw Radio live from the Light Up Lounge. Smoking, drinking, interrupting. Close enough to Hollywood, we can smell it. That's where we are. And on YouTube at Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. Smash the like button. I don't know. Is it too much to ask?
Not really.
No, I think it is.
Is it?
I think it is. Yeah, I mean, I'm requested to do this constantly. I watch a lot of YouTube. I don't do it. But I can't do it on my smart TV, I found. Because I'm not, I don't know. For some reason, I can't smash the like button or subscribe on my smart TV.
You can't on your phone.
So
you got to do it on a device.
There are folks who have subscribed to Outlaw Radio, and God bless you. And I love you from the bottom of my bottom. I love you. And there are those who have channels who have subscribed to our channel who I have not subscribed to. So they're probably, well, did Matt subscribe yet? And I haven't. And so they're thinking, screw you. And I understand that. But it's not because I don't love you. It's because I can't do it on the smart TV.
You have to do it on your phone.
God,
Yeah, you have to do it on a device.
No, I can't do it on my phone because I don't have YouTube on my phone. My phone is a piece of crap,
You
Lori.
left your phone at home.
Type in YouTube.
And I never have it. I never have it with me. Hey, Joe Biden to award Denzel Washington with Medal of Freedom. That Denzel is one great actor and one great guy. I like Denzel Washington. But you know what's going on here, right? Kissing ass to our black brethren, because the Dems are losing them slowly but surely. So got to shore up that base.
Well,
and so the best way to do it, bring on a big star like Joe Biden, and you know they were in a conference room. You know the poll numbers are really they're so dismal for Joe Biden right now. What do we do? Well, you know,
we know what to do.
Yeah,
impeach.
Medal of Freedom.
Impeach.
Medal of Freedom for Denzel Washington. That could be the answer. That could help the poll numbers. Because, you know, they're using this great Hollywood movie star. They're
You know what he
using him,
should do?
but he knows it. And P.S., no matter how many awards the White House with Joe Biden in charge elect to give the great Denzel Washington, he ain't voting for him.
You know what he should do?
What?
He
Any
should
publicity is
He
good
should give
publicity.
Donald Trump that freedom.
Oh,
He should give it to
would
Donald Trump.
Would that not be beautiful? Denzel, you know, or someone close to Denzel, if you're listening. My ex-wife's sister supposedly at his house one night nailed Denzel Washington.
Well, there you go.
And had nothing but nice things to say about him.
All right.
Well, he's a fine-looking man, is he not, Lori? Denzel?
Sure.
All right.
Unit.
No, he is.
But he's the same guy who says the world has changed. What is our role as a man?
That's correct.
The John Wayne formula is not quite a fit right now, but strength, leadership, power, authority, guidance, patience are God's gift to us as men. We have to cherish that, not abuse it. This was in front of Christian men in a 2021 personal faith, talking about importance of praying daily and serving their fellow men. This is Denzel Washington, the man that Biden wants to award with a Medal of Freedom to curry favor with and shore up that black vote. Denzel says, stay on your knees. Watch me, but listen to God, he said. I hope that the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart are pleasing in God's sight. But I'm human, and I'm just like you. That's Denzel. Does that someone that the left likes? Not in any way, shape, or form. No. But let's shore up that damn voting log. Let's get these folks back on our side. We've already losing the Latinos left and right.
Oh, yeah, we know that
We can't afford to lose the black brethren. Thank God there is a man, a good man like Denzel Washington. There is a bad man, though, who is running our country right now. I don't need to repeat his name.
Well, he's just confused.
James Corden mocks... James Corden, the guy who does, is he still on, or he elected to do it for one more season, but then he's leaving.
Late night. Yeah,
I understand he's leaving.
Yeah.
So that could be his ratings are down the tubes.
No, he's
and
retiring.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but who wants to retire? I mean, he's a young guy. He's in his 40s, right?
I've got to go, Matt. It's time for me to go.
Never thought there'd be a time in my life when I'd say he's a young guy. He's in his 40s. Son of a bitch. I've always been the youngest. Always been the youngest.
Well, according
No
to
problem.
Laura, according to
Until
Laura,
now.
according to Laura, you're way old.
I'm way old, yeah.
No,
I'm
not
way
really.
Old. Yeah. Not really.
Not really. I love bananas.
She's adopted that Madonna fake British accent because Madonna and Lori are both from Long Island.
See that? There's a connection.
Jay, let me get. Okay, should I tell you this before? No, let's go with the positive first. James Corden mocking Biden's strong economy spin in this extended White House visit, and you have to listen carefully because, damn it, this guy's funny. He paid a visit to the White House, and what Biden administration officials no doubt thought would be a puff piece that they could easily control. Instead, Corden switched briefly to rough puff mode when he balked at being told to say that the state of the U.S. economy is strong. And you have to listen carefully when he's told that by Psaki, right? And listen carefully to him questioning. And he sort of makes his face and says, "Is it? Is it?"
Yeah.
But this is, I think, the mostly funny James Corden. Go ahead, Laura.
Well, let me show you around.
Oh, yeah, I'd love that. I'd love that. What have we got over here in the photos?
I'll tell you what, I got my family here. Mm-hmm. My kids when they were younger. But I thought something you might enjoy, a moon rock.
Oh. Pause for a second. I'm only pausing because I thought to myself, why would James Corden enjoy a moon rock? Like what is? I would say what's going through Biden's mind, but nothing.
Yeah.
Absolute error.
Crickets.
And you know his advisors beforehand said, "Go to the moon rock. Just go to the moon rock. It's non-political.
Right.
Something like, here's something you'll enjoy, James Corden, a moon rock. Here's something. Continue, please.
Actually from the moon.
Actually from the moon. Pause.
Actually.
Wait, a moon rock is from the moon?
Yes. By the way, that's our president explaining why it's called a moon rock.
Wow.
Because let me explain this. Let me break. James Corden, you're British, so you're not that smart. That's what Biden's thinking. You're a Brit, so let me break this down. I don't know if you know about moon rocks there in England, London, that area.
I don't know if you know what the moon is.
Yeah, that area of town. Yeah. But a moon rock, we were up there, and then we took some, and one of the things was a moon rock. Continue. What?
Reminds me of Hugh Hauser. You talk about Hugh Hauser.
No, it is. It's like the great.
That's a rock. That's a moon rock.
It's a moon. It's from the moon. Louis, get a shot of this rock. It's from.
Bring it in closer.
They call it a moon rock.
It's from.
Because it's from the moon. And is that right, Louis? Would that be from the moon? And then the camera just waves up and down like it's nodding. All right, continue.
I think that might be worth.
The answer is I have no idea, but you can.
Should we find out? Want to put it up on eBay?
Well,
I reckon you get a lot for that. I've actually got a guy who's got an account. He could do that, no problem. A lot of this stuff worth a lot of money.
You're getting me mixed up with the last president.
Oh. No chance of that.
No, not a chance.
You mean the guy that worked for free?
Not a chance. Continue. Yeah. Right.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
This is Psaki.
Are you well?
I'm good. What are you doing here?
We figured, people in the White House work long hours, and maybe I take over the press briefing thing. My hunch is this whole thing is just a walk in the park.
Maybe I can write you some notes. War with Russia.
Well,
bad.
keep it light, Jen.
Keep it light. Keep it light.
Really?
Okay.
They've been pissing me off.
Economy. Strong.
No, it's not.
Iran.
Hey, Laura.
Diplomacy good.
Laura,
Where does the
stop. I just explained before we went into this. That she would say economy strong.
Liar.
And then you have to listen carefully to what he says.
Okay.
And he says with a quizzical look, really?
Yeah.
Really? Continue with James Corden and Psaki.
Stand on One Direction getting back together.
That's funny. What's Biden's stand on One Direction getting back
Pushed
together?
out just one more time.
The kidnapping place feels like it goes a little dark for us.
Okay, but he's in
you
favor.
can just say I haven't talked to him about that yet.
Oh.
But I probably should talk to him about it before I go out.
If you want, go ask him.
This is a big one. What if I get asked about Kim and Pete?
We love around here, so I think that's a safe place to be.
Has he watched the new Kardashians on Hulu?
I don't think he's had a ton of time.
He's not
to
seen
do
it?
that.
He's not seen it.
No, he's
Okay,
probably
well,
not seen it.
That's a problem.
That's the problem.
Pause. I think this is him now performing the press briefing as Psaki would normally do and taking questions from the quote-unquote journalists. This is him, I think, behind the platform. Go ahead.
All right, I'm ready. Is this good? Is this a good look? Is this right?
This is before he goes out.
All right, do you want to have a quick little pre-show prayer?
Yeah. Oh.
CJ Craig, if you're watching down on us, give us the strength to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, unless we need to lie. Okay.
Now he walks out.
Good morning, everybody. How are you? Nice to see you. Jen's taking a well-earned break, so anyone got any questions? Okay. Guys? Okay, we're going to change things up around here, all right? Whoever thinks they're the hottest in the room, put your hand up. Correct.
So, James, the president's poll numbers can't seem to get any lower. His legislative agenda is stuck in Congress. How are you guys planning to turn things around?
Well, I will say this, Kyle. I think they will. They will, and they can get lower. So you're wrong, okay? What can I get you, Matt?
Can I get 2 fried eggs?
2 fried eggs.
It cuts away, then it'll cut back to him at the podium.
Anyone else who's got a question? Yes.
The president has used the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. Is he watching gas prices, and will he tap the SPRO again?
I don't think it's for me or you, Jenny, to talk about who or what the president is tapping. Okay? Yes, you sir, with the face.
When the president says one thing and White House staff say something else, who are we supposed to listen to? The president or White House staff?
Well, you know what, David?
That's not my name.
You say your name's not David. I say your name is David, and I'm stood up here, and you're sat down there, unless you're
So your name's David, damn it.
That's your name. Yes.
Could you give us an update on the AUKUS agreement?
Could you sing the question? Sing the question? I'd like to hear you sing the question.
Could you give us an update on the AUKUS agreement?
Next.
No, I can't.
Tell us, what is the president's plan for deficit reduction?
Okay, before we start, can you explain the sock choice in here? Okay. Let's go do you know what?
Deficit reduction.
Do you know what? They warned me about you.
Deficit reduction.
They warned me about you. What's your name?
Jeff Mason.
Jeff.
Deficit reduction.
You're right. Jeff's a whiny little bitch.
I like that James Corden.
Yeah.
Isn't he? He's a funny guy.
Funny stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the bad news, though.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, host of CBS Late Late Show used a trip back to his UK homeland to lash out at the U.S. Supreme Court's decision to overturn Roe versus Wade, saying he was outraged and devastated. But he's funny on his show, and but it was a trip to the UK, unlike the other late show friggin' idiot sticks who love to be vocal about their politics. James is less vocal, as I've discovered, on his show. And for that, Johnny Carson would be proud, and so will I. On Outlaw Radio, we'll be this after back.
while driving along, top down, hair whipping in the wind, the radio turned up so loud bugs burst and birds scatter. You've got it locked on the greatest show on earth. Tanned, relaxed, and grinning. The legendary Outlaw Radio.
Oh, yeah. Chocker full of nuts. Love that broad. Because I love you, Tech Con. Love you. Welcome back to Outlaw Radio Live in Lightning Lounge. Smoking, drinking, interrupting on great radio stations across America and on YouTube under the title Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. Except no imitators, because there are imitators out there that call themselves Outlaw Radio. And they are rip-off artists. And damn it, you know, make me rich so I can sue them. All right? We're in this together. We're in this together.
Well, don't make me.
You know, in times like these, we're in this together.
Oh, we are.
I love this guy, man. This Bolsonaro dude. Brazil President Bolsonaro says celebrities are talking about Amazon rainforest because, and I quote, it's trendy. This is not a bad guy. Tucker Carlson tonight, Brazilian President Bolsonaro said celebrity critics, including the usual idiot stick suspects, Leonardo DiCaprio and Mark Ruffalo. I like that DiCaprio, man. Great actor.
Yes,
great actor.
100%.
But, you know, talks out of both sides of his mouth. He uses the private jets, and he's on the yachts. Well, they lie. They lie.
And Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo. Cage match. I'm there.
Such a dip-ass.
Give me 6 weeks to work out and get into shape.
You don't need it. You can knock that guy.
In fact, I elect Dave, Tattoo Dave, in my place.
Put me in there.
As a strategic partner.
I'm in there.
As a strategic partner.
Tag team match.
Yes.
I'm a pitch hitter.
Yeah, let's do a tag team. Mark Ruffalo, Leonardo DiCaprio, Magic Matt, and Tattoo Dave.
And
I'll never step out of the ring.
And I'll be your corner man.
Come on, Rock, cut him, Rock. And I'll step up when he's tired.
Of course, these two idiot sticks were critical. I'm tired, Lori?
No.
Can you say anything positive about me?
I'm always
Matt,
positive.
she hates you.
No, I know
No,
she
I
does.
don't.
Believe me, I know
I
that.
don't.
Believe me, I know
said
that.
when Dave is tired, I'll step up.
No, that's not what she meant. Now she's trying to buy
what I
it
meant.
back.
I'm not buying
It's the
anything.
Long Island way.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
yeah. You bring a mouth, I bring a knife.
Yeah.
All right. Leonardo and
What's
Mark
happening?
Ruffalo critical of the country's handling of the Amazonian rainforest because they were participating in what he called this President Bolsonaro a fad. He told Tucker Carlson the Amazonian region was in good shape compared to the past. He said, well, I do bother or become concerned about all the criticism I get. I would not be able to work if I really gave a crap about this, he said. According to a translator, of course, no one likes to be criticized, but these are people who do not understand anything about Brazil. I think these people have never been to the Amazon region, and I would actually invite them to come to the Amazon region and overfly the region. Oh, they'll do it too in their private jet.
It's all about the region.
Yeah. And they will see an outstanding region. They will be able to overfly it. You will see no fire outbreak. They will not see the devastated areas. I mean, they talk about the Amazon region because it's trendy.
It's all about the region.
It's a fad. It's a fad. I mean, in Europe, if someone says that the Amazon region is not being devastated, they are politically doomed to fiasco. See, you don't want to go up against the left because they'll make your life hell or put you out of business, or better yet, as has been done over the last year, they'll just put you in jail.
They're mean.
So it's politically good for them. The criticism yields power. It yields media visibility, yields votes, and that's what celebrities feed off, the president said. They're not at all familiar with the Amazon region. They're not at all knowledgeable about the region and the difficulty of investing in it. They just criticize it because it's a fad. Hey, President Bolsonaro, love you, buddy. Keep up the good work. I hope you're doing good things for Brazil. I mean, that Rio de Janeiro. Wow. Holy cow, there's some scantily clad broads, huh?
Hot girls over over there.
We watch the videos on YouTube, as you should be watching Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube. Thanks to Lori Downey Jr. There she is.
Here I am.
Lori Downey Jr. Tattoo Dave.
Gracias.
My brother
T.
My brother Mart.
T.
Mark C.G. Boyer.
T.
Yo soy Michael Mateo, a.k.a. Magic Matt. Until next week, don't
Hang
forget,
on.
but what?
Don't forget Billy Dilly.
Billy Dilly, our HR man, out of sight, out of mind. Don't forget, bumblebees can't fly.
Every day for supper time, she'd go down by the truck patch and pick her mess of poke salad and carry it home in a tote sack. Poke salad, Annie. The gator's got your granny. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Everybody said it was a shame, 'cause her mama was working on ting ting. Richard, spiteful, raise a tote home and Lord, I must pick my mess up. Her daddy was lazy and no count. Claimed he had a baby back. All her brothers were fit for stealing watermelons out of my truck.